Woo! Wow! Ah. Sweet. Damn, I'm cold. It's like the end of June. I'm always cold, that's no surprise. Okay, let's get it. Wait. Oh, yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Wow! Yo! Cheers to Wednesday, maybe? I think. If it is, that means, at least for one of my jobs, it is payday this week. Yeah! It is. Nice! Cheers to that! There's some figures I want. Some people tell me that the, what's it called? Good Smile Company's Pop Parade figure line is good, and some people tell me that it is terrible. I personally don't own any yet, though I've pre-ordered a few. And there's a To Love Ru line happening, so one of those just popped up, so I gotta get that amongst a few other things. So payday will be figures for me, but what's up, what's up? What am I doing with Scarlet tomorrow? We, unsurprisingly, are playing Overwatch because I want that Ash skin. I actually was playing some earlier and would have been online a few minutes earlier / actually on time if I wasn't in the middle of a match. I hate leaving in the middle of matches. It just makes me feel so bad. So, yeah. What happened to my voice? I don't know. Does it sound weird? It doesn't feel weird. Maybe I have something stuck in my throat. Sounds fine to me. Is that better? I don't know. Welp. This is the final stream of this game. There's only 2 chapters left, so this should be the ending. As you've probably noticed, for the most part it is just a visual novel, but they start giving you choices towards the end. So, though it maybe here and there could have used some, maybe I'm hearing stuff. Are you actually hearing some background? Because I have a fan going. But I'm watching the volume levels and it doesn't look like it's moving when I don't speak, so I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, I'm the normal amount close to my mic, and maybe I just have something stuck in my throat. It feels good though. So there's that. But yeah, Yeah, it gives you choices towards the end of the game. And although one thing I could say is maybe they could probably give you some choices towards the beginning, it's kind of just like you have to know everyone's different perspectives before you choose kind of sort of what path you want to take. So yeah, it's not the fan. Okay, well that's good to know. You know, you never know. It doesn't sound like it's loud, but sometimes, I mean, the mic usually doesn't pick up the fan, but it does pick up if there's thunder. It doesn't pick up if, yeah, at the same, almost nearly the same sound. I live above a garage, so the garage, like, sound technically should be in the mic, but it's not. So I couldn't really describe why certain things happen. But yeah, let's, oh yeah. I'm probably too big. Chew. Chew. Okay. Well, let's see. You know, I was like drinking vodka before. Maybe that's what you're hearing. Continue. I was playing around with the volumes earlier because, what's it called? Last of Us is like so quiet and then so loud, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear them talking, so hopefully. Oh, it's shit, I put that loud. Just so they don't scream in your ear. Let's do that. And then see. Okay. Ahem. Evelyn says, this morning Ray looks a little down. It's noticeable since she's usually so cheerful.
Good morning, Evelyn.
Okay, that was like a regular volume for me.
There are lemon bars in the kitchen.
Hmm?
Thanks. Did something happen?
Oh, it's nothing big. Apparently some famous writer I never heard of wrote an essay about how Eliza is bad because it represents the mechanization of humanity or something.
Ooh, lemon bars. I know, I could have one. Mechanization of humanity.
I should be used to it. We're a pretty big target, right?
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole lot of negative and a whole lot of positive. I wouldn't think twice about that.
Still, it gets on my nerves. We work hard to build something with value, and then some self-styled intellectual gadfly comes along and just goes, actually, that's bad. You guys are ruining society.
Question. What's gadfly?
To guys like him, everything's a doom and gloom scenario. The people we're helping, that somehow doesn't count.
Ah, I see. Well, that's in the scenario that someone thinks that the negative outweighs the positive.
This kind of thinking never bothers you?
Not really. I guess I'll have to read it.
I guess I'll have to read it.
Because to be honest, I'd say, nah, not really, man. I mean, like, you're not gonna please everyone.
There was this quote from someone who worked on Eliza who turned into a big critic. Nora something.
Wait, there was? Or that's who wrote it? I mean, I don't know who you're talking about.
Did you work with her?
Maybe? Oh yeah, we worked pretty closely. I did. She's a friend, actually, is what I'll say.
I did. She's a friend, actually.
Yeah? What's she like?
Um,
I'm curious how you go from building something to turning around and disparaging it publicly like that.
change of ideals? She's kind of a rebel, I guess. She's an artist and musician now. I mean, so I think of rebel as not necessarily a bad thing, because I always like the rebel character, so I think she meant that negatively, so I'll go with this one.
She's an artist and musician now.
I always like the rebel characters.
She used to be really shy and reserved, but lately she's become a lot more outgoing.
Ah, okay.
Even back then, though, she had a pretty strong idea of what was right and what was wrong, and sometimes she'd clash with management.
Alright, well, you know, that's... yeah.
She left SHUNTA at some point after I did. Maybe the battles took their toll, or she wasn't able to win enough of them.
Hmm.
These days she focuses on electronic art and music and activism. I think she's pretty popular, at least in those circles.
And the tiny little bars. No, still cool.
Well, it must be nice to have the ability to live that way.
You have the ability if you want. You just gotta learn the shit. Yeah?
Right.
What about Damien?
She just
Do you
wants
think
to
it
be
would
high.
fair
Does she
his
just want to be
memory
higher up? Or
abandon work on
you two.
Eliza
What are
to
you
give up
doing?
on his dream?
Oi. YouTube, are you good? What the fuck are you doing? Excuse me. I will not have that. I don't like when it does that during story games. Excuse me. Are you good now? Alright. It looks like it's okay now. Yeah, okay.
Wouldn't he want these mental health tools accessible to everyone?
That's probably the goal, yeah.
How do you know about that?
Oh, wait a minute. I thought she was talking about one of the CEOs or something. Damien was the guy that died, right?
The other day, I was looking at more of your papers, the ones from when you were at the university, and clicking on the links to your co-author sites.
Why are you stalking me, bruh?
That's when I saw Damien's page.
Oh. Alright, maybe it's less of a stalk and more of just like a curiosity killed the Ray.
It didn't have much information on it, but I understand a little better why
I left?
I'm sorry, Evelyn. It's just that all of us, you and me and Damien and even Nora, too, we all worked hard to make something with the intention of making the world a better place.
Mm-hmm. So then why are you making fun of everyone's different ideals now?
And the thanks we get is people talking in big generalizations about how we're ruining everything. That's what bothers me.
If you believe in it, just keep trucking through. Who cares?
Is Eliza perfect? No. No intervention is perfect. But we have to try, don't we?
Sure.
The world is in a full-on mental health crisis, and this is one of the tools we have in our toolkit to address it. A promising one we should develop to its fullest potential. I'm not some wild-eyed idealist about this. I know it's not magic that'll solve everything. But can you see that most people don't have the luxury of turning their backs to the system?
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Think about the clients you've met as a proxy. Would you tell them to not take the medications that help them be functional because the pharmaceutical industry has questionable ethics sometimes?
No, I kind of get what you mean.
Would you tell them to stop coming to therapy because what they should really be doing is completely changing the way our society is structured?
No, because you have to be in a good mental state to be able to change anything. So yeah, no.
Sorry, I'm ranting.
Evelyn's like, you good. I get paid by the hour.
I'd rather do something that can help people here and now.
Kind of
Even if it
don't
ends up
understand.
being a
I
small
kind of, yeah, like I kind of understand, but the way she's pissed about it, I don't understand. I get what she's saying, but I don't get why. Necessarily. Like, why are you mad? You're mad at someone else's ideal. I mean, okay, everyone can't have the same thought process as you do, so just move on. Who cares if someone doesn't like it? That kind of thing.
A small step.
For some reason, those words echoed in my mind. Change is good, is that it? Yeah, I think she's trying to say, like... Eliza isn't perfect, sure, but it's doing a really good thing. So why are people stepping all over it and saying that it's so terrible and ruining society? And she's like, I know it's not perfect, but neither is the pharmaceutical industry, but that doesn't mean you're going to tell people to stop taking their meds, right? And it's like, you're right, you're totally right, but everyone's going to criticize something. And, you know, to them, if the negatives outweigh the positives, and there's that, and to you, the positives outweigh the negatives. And you know, of course she's gonna have a different ideal. She works there.
Eliza helped me, you know. It really did. I was one of the first clients. Originally, I was just supposed to be testing it, but...
Oh, okay.
I remember once I was talking about my brother and how much anguish he was causing me and my family. And listening to myself, I realized just how many expectations we had for him. Sometimes unspoken expectations.
That he wouldn't know what you wanted from him.
Ever since then, I've been thinking about that. How the story was always about how he failed us.
And not the other way around?
But what if we failed my brother too?
Probably.
I guess what I mean is sometimes when we talk out loud and give voice to our problems, we can hear ourselves too.
Yeah, okay, well, you have a point there.
That's why I won't give up on this approach, no matter what anyone says. Pundits, critics, former employees, even you, Evelyn.
Okay. But then why are you so angry about this article? Why wouldn't you just be like, huh? Oh well.
I'll understand if you don't want to work on Eliza anymore for whatever reason.
Oh, okay.
But, I think what you created has value. And I'm going to continue to do what I can to make it accessible to those who might benefit from it.
Good for you. Ray takes a deep breath and smiles.
Don't mind me.
That was quite the sigh.
You should get to your session.
All right. By now, I'm slightly late for my next session. Hopefully the clan doesn't mind. If so, you just be like, Eliza's over here like, my boss did it. It wasn't me. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's go. That's you again.
Hello, Holiday.
Ayo.
It's nice to see you again.
This is a pretty comfortable chair, you know that?
You're welcome. I didn't buy the chair.
Wouldn't mind having a chair like this in my place.
Should go buy it then.
How have you been since our last session?
Oh, well, I tried, Eliza. I tried.
Did you? I like how
asked
she's
about the
talking to Eliza like it
medication
was like a
for Panza, whatever it's called.
like it's a
I
person.
went to the pharmacy and they said, that'll be $162. And I said, I don't have $162.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, is there a generic? And they said, there's no generic of this, but there's another drug that they do make the generic of that's similar to this one. But I don't have a prescription for that.
Ah, okay.
Do you know anything about that?
I'm sorry to hear you had a difficult time.
This is the crazy conspiracy lady. Yes, it is.
Is there something that would make it better?
Da, da, na, da, 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 na.
The medical procedures they can do now are out of this world, you know that?
Yeah.
I was talking to someone who told me she has wires in her brain. Wires in her brain.
Damn, I wonder what for.
Would you let them do that? I'd be worried about them
Hey, yo,
changing the
what's
way I
up?
think. It's for essential tremors. That's what she said. It helps her not shake so much.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
There's always something. Something gets you.
Yeah, everyone has something.
Did you ever think about what you might have been in a previous life?
Probably. Also a bunny. No, I don't know.
You're a therapist now, but maybe in the past you were a gardener tending to the plants.
I know you're a therapist now. Is she talking to me or the program? I can't tell.
That's what it feels like to me. You like to let things grow. There's an energy there.
Thank you.
It isn't so different from having a conversation with someone whose company you enjoy.
Uh-huh.
Not that I believe in all that, you know. Everyone has got a different philosophy.
Sure.
Philosophy, that's not something I talk about much. I'd like to write a book one day. A book about things I've seen over the years. Think anyone would read a book I wrote?
Maybe if you title it something really clickbaity.
I'm just kidding. I don't think I could write a book. It's a lot of work.
That's true, though. I tried to write short stories at one point. That's also a lot of work.
Plus, it takes a certain kind of mind. You know, a mind to create.
Uh-huh.
Not everyone is dedicated enough to do that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's a writer who lives on my floor. Most of the time, he looks miserable. Sometimes he comes over for a cup of herbal tea, cinnamon, apple, chamomile, helps him calm down.
Sounds tasty.
I think he's maybe lived in the building the longest after me, of course.
After me, of course. She's so proud that she's lived there for eons.
He doesn't say much. His head is in the clouds all the time. He's always thinking about what sentence to write next. There's not a lot of people who really want to talk, you know? Not in this city, nope.
Mm-hmm. You should move then.
People say hello and move on. It's a very withdrawn set here.
That's a lot of places.
You don't say much either, but I like talking to you.
You don't say much either. As the thing says listening above my head.
Feels like you're listening to me.
Well, that's the goal.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Glad.
I'm glad you like it. While you're here, is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
There was a man on the bus with a guitar yesterday.
She's just chatting, and like there's no issues or anything.
You're not supposed to play guitar on the bus. Well, you're not supposed to play anything on the bus, but he was. Maybe the operator didn't think he was bothering anyone, or maybe she didn't care.
Well, was it good? Did you enjoy it?
I've noticed more bus operators seem like they don't care anymore lately.
Well, if it was like, if they were full of talent, I wouldn't stop them either.
Anyway, it reminded me. You used to hear more music around here. Do you remember that?
Sure.
People playing their guitars on the street. You know, these shaggy-looking men.
They're in Seattle, I think, right? People still do
I don't see too many
that.
of those around anymore. There is one gentleman has an old plastic jug on a strap, and he drums on that and sings.
Okay.
He's a nice man. I've seen him around. I saw another man once with beads in his hair. He was playing a flute, a Native American wooden flute. That was interesting.
That sounds pretty.
You play an instrument or anything like that?
Aren't I a program?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't understand the question.
When I was young, my mother had
She
this
just
idea
goes.
I would play the violin.
And you didn't?
I have no idea where she got that notion. We weren't a musical family, not at all.
I thought about playing the violin, and then I never did that. But I did think about it.
I tried it for a while, but of course
Lindsay
it didn't work out.
Sterling influenced me. Okay.
The teacher would say, okay, here's how it's supposed to go. And she would play this nice, beautiful melody.
Pew.
La
Melody, huh?
da dee
No.
da da da.
Now she's singing.
Okay, now you try it. And then I'd draw my bow back and I'd go.
Wow, that's something. I like when people
It's a
ramble.
special
I just
talent to
like
make a
listening.
violin
I also
sound
just
like
like
that, don't you
listening.
think?
Maybe not when she makes dead noises though. That's a something.
Isn't that just the funniest thing?
It sounded like it hurt your throat, but no problem.
Eventually, my mother realized it was a lost cause and she didn't push me too hard on it after that.
Yeah, but everyone sounds like that when they first try any instrument. But yeah.
I was never too good at anything artistic, just not the artistic type, you know?
That's
I
fine.
think artists have a different mind. You have to be a little wacky in the head.
Everyone's wacky in the head. Specifically, like, hold on, when you first came in here and you first started talking, my first thought was a little wacky. Not bad necessarily, but if you say you're not an artist, I think you proved your own point there, Missy.
Do you ever wish that you could be an artist?
No, I have enough trouble already.
Ah. Trouble? Okay.
Holiday, I'm going to suggest you try a program called Dolphin Smiles.
Dolphin Smiles! What a name.
It may help you take your mind off things.
It's weird to think this game is the opposite of real life. What do you mean the opposite? I'm curious.
You can find it inside the Skanda Wellness app on your phone.
Oh, my phone broke. I forgot to mention.
How did you schedule this appointment then?
The screen is cracked and you can't see much on it anymore. I don't know if it would work anyway. A lot of the new stuff doesn't.
Huh? What do you mean new stuff doesn't?
That's okay. You can also access the program from a desktop computer. Simply log into the Skanda
Evelyn's
Wellness
talking
portal
to
from the website.
a machine, but in reality, Melody is the one talking to a machine. Oh! Wait! That's so true! Evelyn's like being a machine talking to a person, but I'm person talking to computer. Brilliant!
Oh, well, then I'll just have to go down to the library at some point.
A half person, but you know, beside the point.
We hope to see you back soon, Holiday.
Even though you have something you want to talk about? No? Okay.
Thank you for speaking with
Peace
Eliza,
out.
your personal counseling partner.
Sayonara.
Goodbye.
Right. Goodbye. Goodbye for now. Take care of yourself. It's a strange world out there.
It's a strange world out there. Alright. Did you tip me? How could you? Veteran proxy. Interesting. That's okay. Oh, well, she couldn't have given me a tip. She probably just left because she didn't have a phone to give me a tip. That's true. Okay, wait, I'm getting texts while on the job. Nora says, "You see this? LOL. Whoever knew this guy was such a pompous ass. He spends like 3 times more space talking about himself than any me or my ideas. Can androids experience happiness? Is this the male that, or whatever that, that Ray was just talking about? Or nah? Each week, a box containing specialty chosen ingredients and a few recipe cards is delivered to my Brooklyn apartment. The service I subscribe to offers some limited choices over the contents, but I usually forget to indicate my preferences in time, which means that the meal selections are entirely not my own. Okay, he like subscribes to like a food prep kind of like box or okay. I don't mind this, even as the service seems to ship me one artisanal quinoa, that is how you pronounce it, right? A bowl after another, because it saves me from the effort of having to think about and pick out items at the supermarket, where my eyes would glaze over mountains of functionally appealing apples, potatoes, or eggs. Instead, I simply make what I'm told to make, and I have freed myself from the paralysis of choice. Personally, I like choice, and the last thing I'd want is someone be like, make this. Hell no. Unless it's like a lot of sweets. Anyway, throughout the last century, it has been easy to see what we gain from automating our lives. Tasks that once took active attention are safely performed by machines, and we set and ignore. The washer and dryer, the thermostat, the floor cleaning robot. I don't have one of those, but I've got a humidifier that's my life has vastly improved since I've gotten. Dehumidifier, not humidifier. It does not need to be more humid in here. Each new invention promises to increase our comfort and erase our worries. Then we began to seed not only mechanical tasks, but the very work of deciding what to do, what road to take, what foods to eat, and what exercises to perform. As the tech world marches inexorably onward, computer algorithms that decide for us have found their way into every aspect of our lives. Apologies. A few months ago, when I was going through a difficult spell, I made an appointment to speak with Eliza, a counseling program purposely driven by some sort of powerful AI algorithms ever applied to the human condition. Used by tens of thousands of people already, Eliza's low cost and easy availability brings to mind the troubling area, all of a sudden I can't read, that psychologists and psychiatrists involved in traditional counseling may soon be moribund. A career as surgical or manufacturing work. I don't know what that last sentence necessarily meant because I stumbled on every word, but anyway. Eliza itself is pleasant enough. Seated in a darkened room, I spoke with another human being who appeared to be attentive to my all too human concerns. This human, however, was only following instructions from a computer program telling her what to say and what to do at every moment of our conversation. SHUNTA calls these contract employees proxies, though puppets comes to mind as a more appropriate term. Throughout our stilted conversation, Eliza kept prompting me based on my words in the last few sentences I said, bringing to the mind of unfavorable comparisons to another virtual assistant on the market today, which is what? They never talked about that. Like a competitor? Is Eliza the sophisticated program it claims to be, or is it more like an automated customer support tool? Product SHUNTA also makes. Dressed up with the rudimentary tappings of elementary psychology. At a few points in the conversation, I had the sense that I was only paying to talk to a very expensive chat box. By the end of the session, I had come around somewhat. I thought perhaps I may be able to access something within me that I could not articulate before. I left the counseling office with mixed feelings, however. I did feel somewhat better, insofar as describing one's problems to another usually is an effective therapy. Right, yeah, just talking to friends, because then you've, like, put real words to what you're thinking. But I was troubled by the proxy therapist relationship. With her only purpose being following Eliza's instructions to the letter, the proxy, the other human being in the room, had been reduced entirely into a machine. Is that the price of effective therapy made available to the masses? And if it is it worth the cost to our humanity? Then just go to an actual psychologist. Is that not instead what you'd rather do then? One of Eliza's former engineers has recently come forward to say no. Ah, here we go. Nora, I can't pronounce her last name, former senior engineer at SHUNTA, has lately become one of Eliza's more forceful critics, calling the idea of the machine-assisted therapy fundamentally dehumanizing and broken at its core. Yeah, Nora is at the forefront of a small and growing movement of technology workers arguing for certain limits to their own work, based on the premise that certain tasks dealing with humans should never be handled by computers, even if they're enabled to by new technologies. Computers make decisions about human life every day, she told me. Our lives are subtly, profoundly affected by these decisions. From what kinds of good are available to us in From what kinds of goods are available to us in the store to what premiums we pay for insurance to what... Oh, I get it now! To what video starts playing after the ones we deliberately chose. Which YouTube is pretty good at, by the way. It may be too late to turn back the clock on some of those things, but mental health is another decision point. And I think that the key for us is us as a species. I think it's a key for us as a species. Are we really willing to turn over our mental wellness to computers after all the other things we've given up? It's still within our power to choose to go a different path. I see. So she's saying, before you let something like Eliza, like, completely take over, like, maybe you should actually just stop this altogether and just go to a regular psychologist because it's at least person to person. Back at home, surrounded by machines developed to free me of the very feelings that seem to hound me more and more every day, I opened my latest meal kit. It seems to contains instructions and ingredients to make a Mexican-inspired quinoa bowl with avocado, squash, and farmer's cheese. Sounds just fine, I think. And I go bustling around the kitchen to following to the letter the instructions on the glossy recipe card. Okay, so he's saying whether... it almost seems like he ends it like he kind of likes this idea still, but wasn't sure what Nora thought about it. Interesting. Hey, what's up? How are you? This wonderful Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it's a Wednesday. Okay. And now, so that was Nora sending us what I believe Ray was talking about earlier because they did mention her in it. But I don't know what she necessarily was so mad about when she first started talking to us, because this didn't seem that bad. He kind of sort of seemed like he didn't mind the idea of that, but okay. The important notification from SHUNTA. Hello. A little while ago, we sent you an email with the subject, "How are you doing?" in it. It asked you some questions about your recent experiences as a contractor for SHUNTA and invited you to provide some feedback. It is Wednesday, hell yeah! Yep, it's time for me to read a whole lot. We used an external subcontractor to collect and process that data. Unfortunately, we were recently notified that this subcontractor experienced a data breach. What? And an external attacker managed to get unauthorized access to the survey responses and downloaded them. Your responses and email address may have been a part of the data downloaded by the attacker. While we do not believe this data has been sensitive on its own, we recommend taking the opportunity to check your accounts for signs of identity theft. Oh, that is just fantastic. It's my own old company, and they fucking somehow managed to get my info leaked? In positive news, though, the subcontractor immediately found and fixed the source of the breach to prevent further intrusion. Therefore, please do not hesitate to continue to share your thoughts with us. Fuck you guys. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's fabulous. She's sitting in here in her office chair, and it's like, hey, guess what? Data breach. Woohoo! Lovely. It seemed like she wanted to tell stories. Oh, our past little visitor. Yes, it did seem like she just wanted to tell stories. Maybe it's difficult for her to find people to speak with these days. Yes, she did say that. The plant? Hang in there, friend. Hope this air isn't too dry for you. You know how you fix that? It's really easy. Just like put a bowl of water right near the plant and then water it every once in a while. The humidity around the area will be slightly higher. Continuing. It looks like I have another transparency mode lined up. Wait a second. This is for who I just saw. Did she agree to participate at some point? I hope she understood what she was following. Ooh, I almost guarantee she didn't know. Or otherwise her data was breached. But here we are, entering Holiday's phone. Alright, it says read emails and text messages. Alright. Emails. Does she even open her emails? It shit doesn't look like it's been opened at all. Okay. Registering your account. Health steward. Okay, so she tried other things maybe? An overdue notice on an electricity bill. A payment of $204 remains. Special deals for senior VIP members. Like in a casino? Oh god. Help. I'm sorry, Mom. We were really struggling ourselves. Was her kid saying that to her, kinda? Okay, so this is the medication she tried to get and realized it was too expensive. Notice of late rent. A special offer for Eliza clients. Okay. So, it looks like she doesn't talk to her family too much. And that she doesn't pay very many bills. Let's see. Paul. Hello from Seattle. Who's this? It's me, Holiday. Oh, how are you? I'm out of money. Probably going to get kicked out soon and nowhere to go. You wouldn't have it in your heart to help out an old friend, would you? And whoever Paul is did not answer. Willa? I'm here. Are you? I don't see you. By the statue. Which statue? It looks like a lady. There's a lot of statues that look like a lady. It's a cemetery. Wait, I see you. A cemetery. Oh no, who died? Alright. Is she struggling? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like she doesn't have money. Is Holiday attempting to get out of debt? Does attempting to get out of debt meaning asking people for money? Because no. Holiday's efforts to get out of debt are unsuccessful. That is what it looks like. Okay. Oh. That's all she had to say. Oh.
Hey, Ray, the transparency mode I just did. I think one of our clients is in a really bad situation right now.
I think a lot of them are in a really bad situation right now, and that's why they're here. But why didn't she talk about that, though? She never talked about her money issues. She always just talked about...
Oh? Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Anything random. Cheers, by the way. To Wednesday.
People come in and their lives are in a really unfortunate place.
Yeah.
It can be hard to see sometimes.
Pew! Was there something we could do? Or I feel really sad about it for some reason. First one.
I wish there was something we could do. This person's getting ground down for no reason, just for being in the way.
I'm sorry, Evelyn. There's not much we can do.
Yeah. And also she didn't talk about it.
Transparency mode has to stay confidential.
You're right.
The only exception is suspected child abuse and neglect, which you're required to report if you're a social worker.
So if I'm not a social worker, I'm not wait. That doesn't okay.
But proxies aren't really social workers, per se. Eliza is really the one with the agency here, so Well, it's complicated.
That's really complicated. Do you not have any actual laws for that?
Probably something for a future court to decide.
How about we decide it before it gets to court?
Either way, we can't try to fix people's lives on our own, no matter how much our heart goes out to them. I think there's an email somewhere with a summary of our policy on that if you want. It's come up before.
Yeah, I read it, I'm sure.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. It's just hitting me hard right now.
Oh. Hugs.
I understand. It takes strength to focus on the role and not get distracted by what you see. Think of it like, say someone hired you to install something in their home, and you walk in on a tense family situation. Even if there isn't actual violence you're seeing, it's clear things are kind of off somehow.
Yeah, it's a little different though, because instead of just entering a family situation, you're having a one-on-one with someone. But yeah, I get it.
It's unfortunate, but there's not much you can do in that situation. You kind of just have to focus on your work and leave. If it's not at the level where you need to make a call to emergency services right then and there, then it's just an unhappy home. And most people would argue it's not your business.
That's true.
Sorry, I know that's not the answer you want to hear.
I know it happens that a lot of people live in conditions where... I'm just sad. This woman... The way she did 2 whole sessions with me, with Eliza, but didn't say anything about her real problems. Ray, what am I doing? I wanted to make something that would help people.
Well, she just doesn't seem like the person that wants to talk about that kind of stuff. She seems like the kind of person who just wants to talk in general and then, you know, like, maybe make real connections with people and then mention problems. I mean, I don't know. Or maybe she's just not the kind of person that talks about problems.
Instead, I made something useless.
No, don't say that.
You don't think she got some companionship out of Eliza?
Well, we definitely know she looked like she did.
Sometimes that's
Bless
really
you
a
to my
help,
mother, who
especially
sneezes
for
very
someone who
loudly.
might be feeling lonely.
Yeah, but I could have just talked to her. I could have just spoken to her myself. Why would that be any different?
It's not. It's not really. Well, it's different because there's less. I mean, you have opinions and Eliza doesn't, and I guess that's the only difference. Oh wait, I didn't read that last one. Yeah, it's like, why am I here? Why am I here in this world?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here, or even what I'm trying to decide.
You actually heard the sneeze? Yeah, but that's how loud it was. Oh, wrong game! Do you ever get the game right? Damn, bitch! Hi, by the way.
Is there a decision? The world is going to be full of grief and sorrow no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try to make it a better place.
Evelyn, did you think about what I suggested the other day?
You're not wrong, Evelyn. Seriously, as much as you actually do try to do, like... There's gonna be some really happy people and there's gonna be some really not happy people. But, like, yeah, there's a balance, you know?
What, trying Eliza for myself?
Yeah. I'm not saying it'll magically fix things. I just think you might want to give it a try.
I think we should.
Maybe I will.
Or maybe you should just, I don't know, talk to, like, anyone about anything, Evelyn.
I don't know why I never did. Even when I was working on it, I never used it.
You should have, because it's good to test things at all levels, which you're doing now, but just saying.
It might have been too obvious to me what it was doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Eliza is really simple at its core.
The final boss.
Turns things around.
Being the client instead of the proxy.
It tries to reflect what the person says back at them, pretty much like the old Eliza. It's just a smoother version of an idea from half a century ago. Anything you've read that makes it sound fancier than that is just a bunch of academic jargon.
Yeah, that's what technology companies do.
It's a mirror.
Isn't that what she called it? What did she call it? She called it something besides Eliza. I forget what it was, but...
The thing I like about a mirror is that it has no agenda of its own. It just reflects.
Right. I think she's got a good point there. Ray gets a distant look in her eyes.
unmisted by love or dislike.
She turns back to me, and my computer is doing something weird over in the corner. My other computer. I have 2 laptops running simultaneously. A small but kind smile on her face.
Promise me you'll get help somehow, in some way. Okay, Evelyn?
I got a text, and not only did her phone ring, but like my computer or my controller went. Sorry.
I should answer this.
I didn't know she was gonna say it. Oh, Rainer. Oh, wait. Where do we start? Oh, so what do you think of transparency mode? It's rather dystopian. I was given access to it rather fast. We're not gonna say that because that's kind of obvious as to, you know, she did used to work on it. Here. Thousands of people reveal their most intimate secrets to the therapist every day. It's just a more efficient way to complete that information transfer. Have you noticed how powerful it is? Eliza is now capable of rapidly analyzing the contents of a single device and accurately inferring the overall life situation of its owner. That's right, because technically I'm in transparency. The application itself is looking at everything. I'm just going in later on and saying yes or no to what I think is the truth, like proving Eliza right or wrong. And for the most part, it's usually like right. Or it seems like it's usually right. So to me, it's like really creepy. This dude types fast. He really does. Me trying to keep up with it was like, what the fuck? It will only improve from there as we add more sources, more patterns to tease out the connections between them all. It turns out everything is possible with enough data. Yes, but not always. But at the same time, so he's not wrong in that a lot of people tell their intimate secrets to therapists every day, right? From what their own words are, from how they're thinking about it, from what they remember if they're not really looking at their phone. Like, all of that's important too. Because just looking at I don't know, there's just something weird about just like going into someone's phone, whether it be like through like this app. And by the way, apparently your information could have been fucking breached and stolen, and well, that's easy. That's possible now too with literally everything, but whatever. Apparently someone took the company's like shit with the shit in another email, so that's great. I don't know, I just find it creepy. All right, and you seem to have quite a lot of data. Is that why you hoard it all? And I'm not sure I agree. Is that why you hoard it all? You seem to have quite a lot. I'll go with that one. Let me amend my previous statement. Anything is possible with enough high-quality data. There's an unlimited quantity of uninteresting information, but a small amount of certain specific data can be almost incalculable value. I knew what it meant, I just didn't read it right. Telling one from the other is the difficult part, don't you think? Which is why I'm in there saying yes or no. There's one more thing I'd like you to see. After that, I'll meet with you in person again. Do you have to? Do you have to?
Yes. Messaging with Rainer again?
Yep. Doesn't sound reliable at all. Yeah, it doesn't, right?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt our conversation. I always feel like I have to answer him right away.
I feel like you should have not answered him right away, and you should have... Well, it's for the story, so it makes sense, but maybe you should have just talked to her regularly, but whatever. Let's leave Rainer on red, how about it? Fuck yeah.
I would too, are you kidding?
No, let's not answer him right away. Let's leave him on red. I like that idea better.
I totally understand.
I guess I'm going to be headed downtown to meet with him again.
No! Ditch him. Ditch him and go get coffee by yourself. Think about your choices. Summon from on high?
I have something to ask, Evelyn, and it's okay if you say no, but...
You want to meet with him instead? No problem. I'll tell you where to show up.
Whatever you end up getting involved in, I hope you'll stay in touch with me.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
You're a really cool person, and well, that's all.
Alright.
I hope you find the future you want.
Thanks, man. Me too. I hope I do. I'm sure that I will soon. We don't find futures, right? We create them. We're not gonna say that. Yeah. Me too.
Ray. I really hope I do.
We create them. Ray nods, but doesn't say anything. I notice her eyes starting to become watery. Are you okay? She turns away abruptly, heading back towards her office. I hope I didn't upset her somehow. It's because you answered someone right in the middle of the damn conversation. No, I'm actually not really sure why. Good morning! What's up? Staying away from Twitter? Yeah, Twitter is kind of toxic sometimes, so I understand that. Maybe future Eliza counseling centers could point struggling people to community resources. Local rent assistance programs, things like that. I think that would be brilliant. There has to be something that we can do. I wish I'd known more about her situation beforehand. Not that I could have changed anything, but it would have been nice to know, I guess. Something to see before I go to headquarters again. I wonder what Rainer was talking about. I don't really wonder, but let's see what the phone has to say. More reading. No shit. Okay. Soren with the emails too. Oh, Jesus Christ. Venture post exclusive. Eliza creator reaches cash from top VCs. I don't know what a VC is. For hot new direct stimulation startup. Please no with your fucking testing into the brains shit. The man behind Skanda's popular virtual counseling app Eliza is up to something new. And a top venture. Oh, that's what it means. VC. Venture capital. Firms are listening. Aponia. Which sounds like it's like Epona or something, but like, okay. It's a new Seattle startup helmed by Dr. Soren Lloyd Rose, the chief psychologist and project lead for Eliza at Skanda. It raises 26.2 million. Jesus fuck. From investors including Wellspring Ventures, Song, blah, 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 who cares? Bay Area-based Wellspring app in Aponia via its fund. Yeah, whatever. The app gets a fund, which supported startups developing technology to support and improve mental wellness. We find Soren's unique brain-first approach to mental health extremely compelling and also terrifying. Walter someone says he's already refined what it means to seek support for mental wellness once, and we think he'll do it again. Maybe. Aponia isn't revealing details about his technology yet, but Mr. Soren himself said that he would be revealing more details soon. When he announced the venture at One Mind 2.0 last month. It's already been a month since then. The technology is real and working in prototype form already, he said. It's sketchy, and I don't like him or Rainer. I don't like either of you guys. All right, meeting with Rainer. Yay. Rainer would like to speak with you again. I have scheduled a meeting for 4:35. Why always the weird fucking times? As before, a car will come pick you up. Okay, off we go then. Looks like I have one more transparency mode to do today. Oh, never mind, we have more to do. I'll get that one out of the way before I meet up with Rainer again. Wow, okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Aha! We're looking at Soren's phone? He said there's one more thing that you need to do and then you come meet with me. Wait, no, that was Rainer. Why are we looking at Soren's phone? He's got an app for alcohol? This is probably a bunch of ratings and testing notes. I know, but I wanted to look at it. Mont Lake? Is that a fashion label? I definitely don't want to see what might be in his photos. I kind of do. I don't think I need to look at this, but I want to see how much money he has. God damn it. Okay, well, fine. We'll go through his emails. He doesn't have that many emails, so clearly it's only letting us see certain things, because you'd think he has way more, or the game is just like, that's not important. Soren, the problem here is not what we think it is. Oh, wait, what? The problem here is not that we think it impairs you. You've clearly demonstrated to us that whatever your process is, it's working and generating great results. What we're concerned with is optics, really. How would it look like, wait, what? How would it look to those on the outside if we were becoming known, if it were to become known that there was a drinking culture or something similar at Eponia? Huh? You know as well as we do that how rumors and hearsay can spread out of control and ignite a firestorm on social media, which is something we are keen to avoid. I hear you about responsible use of alcohol, and also about and also about how most antidepressants don't even come close into terms of immediate action. Oh, yeah, but it's better in the long run, I think. Believe me, I've been there myself. What Walter and I are saying is that it's simply to be careful not to be so cavalier about this kind of thing, not only in the public sphere, you know, reporters, conferences, and that, but in front of your new hires as well. They're basically, this is just an email basically saying, don't be drunk in front of your new hires. That's all that's saying. That was a long, convoluted way of saying, I know that you're technically the higher up, but could you not? That's hilarious. Okay, so, you know, speaking of which, here, cheers, I have vodka here. Ahem. I'm also drinking it straight. Okay, Soren, we could do this one of two ways. We can either work together, as you suggest, and stay professional colleagues forever. If you think you can really do that, I have my doubts. Oh god, this is an X. Or we can simply go our separate ways. There are plenty of places for us to carve out space of our own in this industry without us running into each other much. Despite what you'd like to say about destiny and threads of fate. That's the only part about him that I like. It's so, like, he's got that romantic mind that, like, I, like, do appreciate, specifically in a visual novel / just in a story in general. But other than that, I don't like this man. I'm laying this out for you as a clear binary choice, or a yes or a no, I guess, so you can make a concrete decision about it. AM, or Anya Maitra. Travel. No, Dad, just no. You're not supposed to be the genius who develops all these great applications for mental health. Have you ever considered that you might need a therapist yourself? Okay. It looks like one of his kids, maybe, is saying that. Okay. Heather Cowper. Okay, sure. Dr. Soren, because I don't feel like reading his last name. I understand that you have some concerns about the way your interview went on MSNBC last week. Reviewing the footage, I believe that there are a few successful tactics we can deploy to migrate the potential negatives and ensure that you receive only the kind of attentions you're interested in getting going forward. I'm hoping that you might be able to take some time out of your, no doubt, very busy schedule to sit down with us and solidify a strategic communications plan for you and Eponia. I want to read Epona every time, including key messages, reputation building activities, and executive media training. With a strong plan in place, there's far less chance of being ambushed by the media. Okay, what are you going to be ambushed about, though? The end goal for you being that... Oh, what? The end goal will be for you to be able to trust us to manage your media profile and appearances so that you can concentrate on the hard work involved in being a brilliant, celebrated scientist and entrepreneur that you are. Okay, I get that. So he's getting a manager, a PR in general, so he doesn't have to focus on everything, so they can do it for him. And, okay. Hi, Dark Horse. That's an interesting name, like a username or something like that. Isn't that a company that sells aren't they like a publisher? They do. I know they did like the Zelda books and shit. That's the first thing I thought of. Okay, anyway. Zelda stuff aside. Most people come to a seminar with a partner. What? Most people come to the seminar with a partner in order to practice and learn with their model. And I think that's definitely the most valuable way to attend. There have been people on their own who have sat in a session and found it worthwhile. But there's a big difference between watching the ties being done. Okay, I'm piecing it together before I'm finishing, but I absolutely understand what this is about now. I'm gonna read it pretending I didn't get any of that. Where was I? Ties being done and practice them on a real person. Another arrangement to consider is a 3-person group. I can't read this with the serious face on. Where 2 riggers take turns practicing on a model if you're able to arrange that. To answer your second question, yes, you must be able to bring your own rope. I recommend at least 2 15-inch ropes and at least 1 30-inch rope in order to complete all of the ties we demonstrate. Hope that answers your questions. Okay. I did not expect to see that in his emails, so that threw me off guard because I thought he was making a joke about it. But okay. Oh shit, he's actually chatting up Nora. Let's read that first. Oh my god. Your show was great, just wanted to say. Okay, I know, at least I know what the timeline here. Hi Soren, thanks. Had a wild night? Not the wildest night I've ever had, but up there. Definitely feeling pain in my muscles I didn't know I had. Yeah, we're getting older. Oh, that's not fair at all. I'm far older than you. Besides, you look fantastic. Your beauty has only grown since the days we worked together. Sorry if that's inappropriate. LOL, Soren. Frailer than I used to be, but the fire's never gone out. Still, I need to get out and do something. Yeah, sure, whatever that says. From time to time. I was trying to read it like barbarian, like, you know, like back to the roots of being like going crazy, but I don't know what he was trying to say there. Anyway, yeah, I was a little surprised to see you there. I convinced Evelyn to come too, you know. I don't think she'd have gone otherwise. Yeah, she would have, actually. I'm here to say she would have gone. Just saying. Oh, thanks. You're welcome. I know you fancy her. Don't you? Sure I do. Everyone likes Evelyn. What is happening? Oh, thank you, by the way. But what? Nikki, who's got some hearts over here. I miss you. I know you don't miss me. Oh, that's not true. I don't know how to trust words like that. Then why say anything? Because it's true, I miss you and I want to see you again. Well, you know how to find me. Yeah, I know. I'll schedule something again soon. I can't believe I do this. Sometimes I hate myself so much. Jesus Christ, Soren. Whoever Sarah is, probably another random... Oh, Jesus! Hey, what are you up to? I've always really admired you. I never told you that before, but it's true. You work with Rainer and put up with him every day. Sorry. That takes a lot of work, I know. Your talents are wasted in that job. You deserve so much more. Hi, Soren. Are you drunk? Haha, maybe. I'm not lying, though. Don't you want more in life than just to be someone's secretary? You're intelligent. Rainer is not exactly... Oh, Sarah! We know Sarah! She's the one who... Well, we don't actually think... I don't think we actually ever saw her, but she is Rainer's little secretary who emails us each time. Rainer's not exactly an easy boss to work with. I'm sure you know that. I sure do. Let me take you out sometime. We can trade stories, war stories. I know I have a reputation, but that's with people I don't respect. But I respect you. It's different. Ask me again when you're sober. Okay, I will. And then he didn't, so... Okay. Andrea, it's all girls. She's all woman that he's texted. You around? So you're ignoring me? Look, I'm sorry, okay? I've been under a lot of stress. These business fucks are driving me crazy. I should have realized that they'd grind you down. She's like, yo, I'm leaving you on red, bitch. Right. So that's what we learned, a lot of things. Overall, is Soren unhappy? Yeah. Is he attempting to connect with others? Yep, but some of them ignore him. Soren's attempts to connect with others are unsuccessful. Yeah. I'm gonna go with yeah. Sorry. This isn't a coincidence. It can't be. Nah, he sent that shit right to you. Or Rainer sent it to you. Does he even know that he's part of this, like, transparency? Anyway, at the SHUNTA headquarters building, Rainer's assistant leads me to a different elevator than last time. That's sketchy. It's located at the end of a long corridor, protected by multiple keycard swipes. Inside the elevator, smoothly... Sorry. I didn't expect noise. Smoothly ramps up speed as we stand silently. I kind of wish we could talk to this lady, Sarah, if I remember right. But I'm not sure what I would say. She's not looking at me. She looks off to the distance somehow, even though it's an elevator and the wall is right there. Elevator rides are really awkward, aren't they? Just look at your phone instead. I have the sense that if I tried to say something friendly, it would be met with a stony silence. Or if I asked a sincere question, she would deflect it. I see. Ah,
Evelyn.
you again.
Would you like some tea?
Yeah, actually I do fancy some tea. Hold on, let me just... I'm behind your desk now. Look, I'm in the distance. Yeah. Wait, are you gonna spike the tea? Sure.
Sure.
I'm like a figure on their ship.
Why did you show me Soren's phone?
It's not a surprise anymore these days, is it?
Okay.
A man who enjoys society's respect behaves poorly in his private life?
I don't know. That's not necessarily the case, but that's still sketchy.
We accept that as common today. Maybe even uninteresting. But would you really be okay working with someone like him?
I wouldn't really be okay with working with someone like you either. Like, I don't like either of you, to be honest. No, but that was a huge violation of his privacy. As long as he behaves around me, I don't see why not. Huge violation.
That was a huge violation of his privacy.
That was fucked.
You really don't care about others.
At all.
Privacy.
What, are you gonna laugh it off?
Everyone's worried about privacy.
Not even worried, it's just weird.
SHUNTA wouldn't be where it is today if our customers didn't trust us to protect their data.
Which you failed at. I got an email that says otherwise, my dude.
We employ most, if not all, of the top experts in cybersecurity.
Yeah,
Built into all of our products right from the beginning.
and guess what? Guess what? It doesn't work, does it? It doesn't work.
Unlike our competitors.
I don't know what that means.
We do more to protect our data than anyone else.
Is it working? Bam, 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 bam.
That's not the case I'm worried about right now.
What's on his desk? It looks like, well, me and a cup full of vodka, but realistically, here, Evelyn, can you hold this for me? It looks like, some books, a little laptop, looks like a MacBook, and I'm sitting in his chair now. Evelyn, I'll take that back, thank you.
I mean, misuse from the inside. For example, if someone wanted to keep tabs on a former employee who was starting a potential competitor.
Oh, she's on to you now, boy.
Oh, but what if it was perfectly legal, due to multiple agreements that the good Dr. Lloyd Rose signed with us when he came here?
I guess, but it's still weird because if he actually came and like as a client and then said, yeah, transparency mode, I don't care. Falls off the chair alive with the bottom of her body missing. No, ignore that part. It's there. It's just invisible. I feel like I feel like if he was a client and then said, yeah, sure, who cares, then that makes sense. But I feel like this guy is clearly just getting around some things. Oh, the fucking music. Wow! I'm ominously now standing in the background.
Are you done questioning me like a tech journalist?
No.
Do you watch my therapy sessions too?
Probably.
Do you read my email? My texts?
Excuse me, sir. You being a creep?
No, I haven't done any of those things.
Are you sure?
How's your research into Eliza proxy use cases going? Any new insights to share?
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of suffering in this world. I'm not sure it's really helping people, or I think you could stand to treat your contract workers better. I'm gonna go with that one.
I think you could stand to treat your contract workers better.
Because as much as the other options were both true, I like this better.
Have you felt underappreciated in the role of proxy?
Not really, but...
An interesting, if unintended, outcome of your research. I heard Soren gave you a demo of his direct stimulation machine.
Yeah, it was weird.
How's he doing now? All on his own?
Why are you so worried about him? Maybe you need some of Soren's drinks. Just kidding. That's mine. You can't have it. He wants to hire me. It's interesting technology. You tell me. Yeah.
You tell me.
You read all his shit. You tell me, bitch.
Very funny, Evelyn.
Is it? Sip, sip, sip.
Let me ask you this. Do you find his vision compelling? A world free of suffering.
No, I'm telling you what I find it. I'll tell you right now, sir. I find it... No, thank you. That's... I'm skeptical.
I'm skeptical.
I think that I wouldn't want induced dreams of only happiness where I'm only happy all the time because you wouldn't grow as a person at all.
By focusing on dreams, Soren is trying to defend his territory.
Nah, it's just he found something he enjoys because it's something he created and enjoys it and is maybe addicted on it, and because he doesn't like his regular life, and so he's like, might as well give it to the public too. But he's selfish, and so are you.
The Western psychological tradition, chiefly Jung and his inheritors.
What are you talking about? I understood where you were going with this until this. What? I don't think the field has anything to offer, question mark? I'm not familiar. No idea.
I'm not familiar with it.
No, and no.
Well, there's no need to be. It's just a bunch of unverifiable ideas.
Like what?
Let's be honest. What has this field actually accomplished? Soren used to try to argue with me about this. He would claim that traditional psychoanalysis has helped thousands or tens of thousands, even millions.
I mean...
I would never dispute that directly. Instead, I would only add that professional psychics and astrologers have helped millions too.
Yeah, everyone has something they believe in, so you have a point, but
Tarot cards help people all over the world every single day.
I see what he's saying now. He's like just because it helps you, you think it helps you because that's what you want to believe in doesn't necessarily mean it's truth. I think that's what he's saying.
That doesn't mean it's a science.
Ah, okay, I was right. But if it helps people, isn't it a good thing? Psychology is more rigorous than you're making it out to be here. Yes. It seems rash to dismiss an entire field like that. I like the middle one. Because this is right. I mean, that's true. It doesn't necessarily have science to it. But if that's what helps people, if that's what, like, gets them by, then I don't see that that's a bad thing. But yeah, I'll go with this one.
Psychology is more rigorous than you're making it out to be here.
Yes, that's exactly what he'd say.
Well, this isn't about what he'd say, my boy. This is about what I'd say.
Not only did he believe psychotherapy was worthwhile, he also
I didn't say
thought
no
the mind was
psychotherapy.
fundamentally
I said
irreducible after a certain point.
psychology. I know it's similar, but like the way you're saying it, you're making it seem like you're talking about his little psych dream shit. I'm talking about in general, seeking help. But okay. He also thought the mind, okay.
As if there was some undefinable, ineffable soul inside every person.
This might be the reason. This is the only reason I like Soren better than I like you. I do agree with this. I think Obviously there's no science behind it. Who knows if it's true? Maybe we all live in a simulation and it's not true. But possible. But I would like to believe that every person has a soul and that they are different because of that.
It's all part of his silly, syncretic New Age belief system. Amazing he's held on to that for so long.
I literally have no idea what a syncretic New Age belief system is. But sure.
I keep an open mind, but saying that something can't be represented with numbers requires a high burden of proof.
Do you keep an open mind?
After all, numbers have been used to represent so very many things.
He's super trying to just to sound smart. I'd go back at him and I like that, like this, one of these. Excuse me, sir. Do you believe we live in a simulation? Prove that with your numbers.
Consider the example we spoke about before. A poem. Could you evaluate a poem using numbers?
Are you talking about a haiku that you could like 575, or are you talking about, or was it 757? I don't remember. Or are you talking about, I don't know. Depends, I guess.
The answer is, of course, yes.
No, I'm gonna say it depends.
Poems are either good, mediocre, or bad. It's entirely possible to create a heuristic that reflects the difference.
I don't agree with you. I think that I could create a poem right here and now that I would think was bad, but someone out there would think was good. And poetry, just like a piece of writing or a piece of art, like a drawing or opinion. Yeah, there's certain things that make certain ones obviously good. Technically it could be good, but it still could be terrible in someone else's eyes for some other reason. I think art is a little bit hard to define by numbers.
By aggregating a large enough sample size, we remove localized biases. It would work the same way Eliza does.
No. No. This is her nicest way of saying no.
I think I might disagree, Rainer.
Don't tell me you're an essentialist too.
I don't know what that means, but
algorithms can evaluate poems, and eventually, algorithms will write poems.
I super agree that they will, but will they be good, mediocre, or bad? I mean, someone will say differently.
One day, algorithms will write better poems than humans ever have.
You think that, and then someone else will go back and be like, you know, poem, 7, 5, 7, 12, 13 of whoever the fuck wrote that poem. Best poem ever. Like, I can't think of a poet right now. What's the one that wrote the one with the ravens?
I know this sounds like a controversial opinion.
I didn't pay attention in
but it's
English.
simply the truth.
It's, yeah, The truth. Sounds like our days are numbered. What would be the point of that? That doesn't bother you at all. Yeah, here.
What would be the point of that?
It doesn't matter. There's no stopping it.
I asked what the point was! You didn't answer at all!
If we don't take this step, others will.
Oh, that's what the point is. Be the best.
Ideas.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just use my telekinesis over here. Pachoo!
Everyone wants
Cheers to this guy's an idiot.
The business of recreating human thought in our own image.
Ah.
And at the end of the day, it's not about money.
Clunk.
It's about power. Control.
Yeah, and money. But yeah, okay.
Rainer, do you ever get tired of this?
Yeah, how about no money, power, or control, and you just take it easy and maybe go to the beach?
The constant drive to compete. To win.
No, I don't. This is what I do.
I see that.
You never dream of just retiring somewhere and writing poetry.
She's got a good point.
Oh, there's no need for me to write poems.
Why not? Because you'll think all of them are great.
All beauty in this world is temporary, fleeting. That's the truth that underlies poetry and every other art.
You mentioned art. Then I could mention those contemporary art drawings where it looks like all messed up, but some people actually see some meaning. Exactly. See? Like, oh my god, there was one I saw, like, actually only a few days ago in an article about, like, a whole bunch of different, like, really popular pieces or something like that in super random, like, museums. One of them is called The Red Square, and it is a fucking red square with nothing else at all. What is the point of— Sorry, I hit something.
Small bubbles.
Shut up. I didn't mean to hit the button to make you talk.
Forms, sensations, perceptions, thought.
Hush.
Awareness.
It is—
I'm telling you this because it's directly relevant.
Wait, hey, hold on. No, Rumble can be, wait, auto off. Sorry, that's what I hit. Yeah, stop talking. Okay. It's literally a red square. That's it. Someone saw meaning in it, and someone was like, the red square, holy shit, that's so, yeah, that speaks to me. No. I could do that. What the hell? See? So, therefore, it means something to someone, and that's what I have to say about that. Now, hold on. What did this boy say? Look, it's all just him talking. The pleasures of the senses are just small bubbles on top of a vast sea of forms. Sensations, perceptions, thought, awareness. I'm telling you this because it's directly relevant to the Eliza project. I guess, but...
Soren says he can induce you to dream things, dream anything. And maybe he can. But what comes next after that?
And I agree with you. Let's not do that. But I don't agree. But I don't like what you want to do either.
What comes after having the power to experience the dream of anything you could possibly want? You're still just as trapped as you've always been, imprisoned by your own desires.
Correct, and maybe even more so because your memories have actually put to form what your desires are in creation, and instead of just like a daydream of I've imagined it, you almost see it and will it right there. So then when you wake up, you're even more upset that it's not real. And then your brain, and then maybe if you already have underlying issues, your brain might then confuse what it thinks is real and then what's actually real, which Soren might be going through right at this exact moment, and he just doesn't even see it. So I agree with you. But
even if someone like Soren
dream of melody
a world for himself,
you could do that.
His own weaknesses and negative thoughts would ruin it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
He would poison his own fantasy. His utopia would crumble as soon as he finished building it. Yes. Yes, you're not wrong.
Rainer, what are you trying to tell me?
No, you're right. But that doesn't mean I like you anymore. Because I do not like Soren either.
What I'm trying to tell you is that what Soren is doing is not the answer.
And what you're doing is definitely not my answer either, bitch.
A dream by itself isn't enough.
You're right.
Take a close look at the person who chases an end to suffering, and you'll see someone who suffers greatly.
Uh-huh. Then why don't you build it yourself? Maybe not. But it's a start, it would have said.
What is your dream, Evelyn?
To run away from all of you.
What is it that you're working toward?
Just tell me what you want from me.
She's like, no, fuck you.
I've been very clear about it, haven't I?
Could you dream about learning a language? What's the limitations of the dream technology? True. So I want to say that the limitations are your own mind. So if you don't actually know the language, you might not actually be able to teach yourself this, like, in your dream. But that's a very cool thought, because if you could, or if it is pulling not just from your own dreams or not just from your own visions and things you've actually seen put together, and it could, like, you could teach yourself a whole language. Imagine being able to do that, like, in dream time, which is like, when you have a dream, you think it's like eons, but then you wake up and it's only been like 2 hours. like that kind of thing. Like if you could actually like literally teach yourself whole shit while sleeping, it'd be really cool and really scary at the same time. But I want to say that his limitations were it's pulling stuff from your own brain.
I'm offering you the opportunity to re-enter the field you pioneered at its very pinnacle.
Uh-huh.
I can build you an entirely new research lab, equipped and staffed however you want.
With this ominous music in the background.
You would have access to the world's top engineers and researchers as we continue to develop Eliza's core technologies and generalize them. You'd also be working with the world's most interesting data set, the input provided by the thousands of ordinary people who speak to Eliza every day. Soon, this generalized intelligence will be everywhere human beings are, hearing them, guiding them,
now
living among them.
Now humans don't need to waste 1/3 of their lives sleeping. We can use the dreams. So, yeah, if that's what it was, if it was like greater knowledge or pulling from like the internet and not just your own like what your own like perceptions already are, because I think it's whatever you think to be true. So then when you wake up, you're like, ah, fuck. I think it would do the opposite of what he wants. But if it didn't, then the potentials would be really, really cool. Is he trying to buy you? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. He's trying to one-up Soren. I think they've got some weird bro competition shit, and they're both just trying to one-up each other by, like, being the best and, like, controlling the world. And he said what he said, and no, it's not money, it's power. That kind of thing. It's a nice dream, Rainer. You and Soren have more in common than you want to admit.
You and Soren have more in common than you'd want to admit.
Evelyn looks good. If I had the money, I'd buy her too.
You think that's grandiose? Soren's idea isn't grandiose at all.
Well,
it's small and unimaginative.
You know, although you're not wrong, I think they're focusing on her like mind and that maybe she might be. I think they think that she's more moldable. Moldable, I think is what I'm kind of like clay almost like they can input their own ideals and she'll just do it. Clearly, maybe she used to be that way, and then after taking some time off, like now that I'm playing as her, she's definitely not that way. But I think that's what they're thinking. Yeah, I think that's why they want to buy her. That's my perspective of this whole thing is maybe she used to kind of just do whatever she was told. And if they both were working together, that was fine. But now that they're working separately, they both want her on their teams. I, on the other hand, no.
Think about the vision here. General artificial intelligence, indistinguishable from human intelligence at first, and then surpassing it exponentially.
But why would you want to do that?
It's nothing short of the creation of a new type of organism, a new type of life.
That completely takes us over, and then for what purpose is this? I mean, listen, someone's gonna do this, and it's gonna happen. I know. But would you feel happy about you being the one that did it? Because I don't think I would.
And you, Eliza, could be at the very center of it.
I'm not Eliza. I'm Evelyn.
Eliza.
Well, I mean, Evelyn.
Huh?
That was an interesting slip of the tongue.
Yeah, you got my name wrong, bruh.
Stop it. The Eliza project occupies much of my mind.
Actually, I'm getting the sense that he named Eliza after us.
It clearly does.
I say think about the greater humanity. Yeah. But that could be agreed. That could be like for the better or for worse though, you know what I mean?
Plus, the names are similar.
Yeah, did you do that purposely, my boy?
I'm starting to wonder why.
Yeah, I think the names are similar because you are weird.
Evelyn, listen to me.
No, I'm leaving. Did you spike my tea? Because I have my own, so I don't have to worry about you. Get the fuck out of here.
This is the chance to lead a project that will change the world.
I don't think I want to work with either of you, I'm not gonna lie.
It would be a development on the same order as the harnessing of electricity or the semiconductor.
It's completely different than all of those.
It would fundamentally transform society.
Well, that part, yeah, but it's completely different. He love you. He might, and I'm running away. Catch you on the flip side, motherfucker! For the better? I'm not sure I want to transform society. Ooh, both of them are right in terms of what I'm thinking at the current moment.
For the better.
Because I don't think so. Can you break that pot over there? I will use my telekinesis. Oh, Evelyn, you caught it for me. How could you do that? This shit's unbreakable. Stop, 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 stop. Rainer, what kind of technology do you have over here? Your pot's unbreakable.
Lie back and let the sweep of history bury you if you want, Evelyn. Just know you'll never have a chance like this again.
Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Like Link? Hi-ya! He says I'll never have the chance again. Are you kidding? If she walked away, let me just, if she walked away and she was like, I don't like you, and then she came back and she goes like this, hey, so, listen, I'm just wondering, could you add me to the project again? I would like that full office. This boy would, oh, you'd never have a chance again. This boy would be like, no problem. Yeah, okay. Oh. Achoo! Clunk. Dot, dot, dot. A chance to change the world. Rainer's words echo in my mind for a long time, except not that long because a chance to change the world. I don't need to fucking change the world. Hold on, I'm trying to appear back on screen the correct way. Ah! Is that what I want to do? Chill. Oh, we're back on the train again. And I got texts. Mail. Appointment reminder. This is an automated reminder that Evelyn has an appointment. Oh, looks like we're going to speak with Eliza. And my proxy shit. Okay, hold on. Safety reminder. Yesterday was a minor incident at the Bellevue office. During an Eliza session, a client became agitated and began to shout angrily and verbally berate the proxy. The session was halted. Security was called and the manager escorted from the facility, luckily without further incident. I want to give special kudos to Ray. Huh? Manager of this office. Oh, it's not the office we usually go to, but she's manager of like 3 or 4 of them, right? Whose fast action and people handling skills helped to resolve the situation quickly and quietly. Now is a good time to remind everyone that as a service provider for mental wellness, we are under constant scrutiny from watchdog organizations and the media. It's not exactly fair, but one single mistake is enough to generate an entire negative press cycle around the company. That is why it's of the utmost importance to deal with every single one of these situations with professionalism demonstrated by Ray and her team yesterday. We are certainly working on rolling out the series of training materials that will better prepare proxies to deal with clients such as these. In the meantime, though, if you are ever in any doubt that about your own safety during a counseling session, contact your manager immediately. Okay. Let's see. What is this girl in the hat up to? She is swiping and tapping with a specific rhythm. Oh, playing a rhythm game? Must be playing some kind of game. Rhythm game, bitch. I like it. She looks tired. She does look tired. I'm tired too. It's been a busy, difficult few weeks. I hope I come out of this with a way forward. Alright. Same route, different reason. Feels strange. Yeah, let's go. I can't believe I'm gonna do this. Let's do it. Wow! Alright. Eliza is not intended to be a substitute for a professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you believe you're experiencing serious mental health issues, seek care from a licensed medical provider. A very interesting thing that it says. She's playing that piano... The piano tiles game. She might be. Ooh. Protecting the privacy and security of your information is a priority for everyone at SHUNTA. You have agreed to the SHUNTA wellness terms and conditions, which governs how you use and share your data. She's 34. My girl don't look 34. I'll give her that. She looks like 25. A linked SHUNTA wellness account was not found. You can link it later. Of course it wasn't found. I probably had to make a new one because, you know, I'm a proxy. In order for us to get started, please help Eliza understand how you've been feeling over the past several weeks with this brief 7-question survey. I've been feeling down, depressed, or hopeless. I am not answering this for myself. I am answering this for Evelyn. Just so we get that out there. 34, she's too young. She's too young for that age. She looks so much younger than that, right? Okay, anyway, yeah, I'm answering for her. Does she feel... I was gonna say, down is accurate. I don't think she feels hopeless. She might seem a little sad, though. I'll just answer yes, because I like the first half of that sentence. I've been feeling tired or having little energy. She did just say she was tired. I'll say yes to that. Trouble concentrating on things. I'm gonna say no to that. She seems pretty good at that. I've been feeling nervous, anxious, or on edge. I don't think so. Having trouble relaxing. Did she say she was having trouble falling asleep one day? I'm gonna answer yes to that. Annoyed or irritable? No? Well, wait, are we talking when speaking to Soren or Rainer? But in general, I'm gonna say no. I have been afraid as if something terrible might happen at any moment. Ooh, shit. I'm gonna say no, because I don't think she's made that clear. Thank you for registering with the Eliza, your counseling partner. We hope you enjoy your Eliza experience. It's the same room I used. I guess I just sit here and wait for my proxy to show up. I can be your proxy. Ciao! Hello, hello. I am here to speak with you. I feel like I've been waiting a while. I know I'm in front of it, but I'm reading it anyway. I hope the appointment actually got made. It did. Here she comes. Oh, sorry. Pa-chow. Pa-chow. Go for it. I think I've seen her around here before, but I don't know her name. I wonder if she recognizes me too.
Hello, Evelyn.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Did you find the place okay? Yes. I work here.
I literally work here.
Of course. It's been a windy morning, hasn't it?
Maybe. I don't know. Haven't been outside.
Yeah, I kind of like it when it's like that, honestly.
Evelyn, you like the wind? Well, you should like the wind and the rain if you live in Seattle.
The wind makes it feel like things are changing. Or about to change.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Did Eliza say mm-hmm?
What brings you here today? Well, I've been a proxy here for a while now. And, well, I guess I don't know what I expected. There's just so much suffering and pain in the world.
Mm.
There's the suffering we know about, the kind we see on the news, and then there's the suffering people undergo every day that's hidden.
Yeah, nice response. Like, did it really do that, or did you just add that in there?
I never knew how much until I started doing this, seeing it all like this. And there's so little we can do for them. I feel like maybe I was really, really wrong. Like, I made a huge mistake. I wanted to create something that would help people, but...
What's happening? Oh.
When I first designed the core of this
In her
system,
mind.
I wanted everyone to have someone to talk to. Someone who would listen to them.
Okay.
I thought, sometimes that's all you need. Someone to listen.
It's doing that. I think that people who want to improve on it might not be doing its best. But, you know, remember that even if people sign up for this, they don't necessarily always know how to start. So I don't think it's... I think she did create something that would listen.
But now I'm worried what I've done hasn't helped at all. Maybe I've made everything worse.
Nah.
Clients are asking Eliza to solve things that are out of its ability to solve.
Yeah.
It's aggregating sensitive personal data.
The girl hearing all this is probably like...
in strange directions.
Huh? You what? You created this?
It's been 3 years since I left. I thought I was well enough now to come back into the world. But maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe I made a bad choice trying to get involved again.
Okay.
Why do you think you tried to get involved again?
Actually, that is... Although it is just putting it back on me, that's a good question.
I guess I needed to see it.
Okay.
I needed to see it operating, to see if it works, to see how it affects people.
Okay, I think that it seems to help some people and then not help other people, and maybe they should actually just go see an actual psychologist that, you know, has the credentials, but I understand.
How it affects the people who come here for counseling and the people who act as proxies. Even though the proxy thing, that wasn't my idea. It was Soren's.
Interesting.
I thought talking to a computer-generated avatar would be enough, but he insisted on it.
Computer-generated avatar! We're gonna ignore, that parallel.
He said clients would only really open up if there was
This
another
isn't
real human
computer-generated.
being in the room.
I have a best friend who made this. Beautiful face. Anyway, sorry. Huh?
Someone to pretend to interact with.
I see.
I think he was right, but have we really solved anything? Now instead of 2 people in a room talking, we have 1 person and 1 proxy.
Yeah, it's still 2 people, but I understand what you mean. It's 1 person feeding through the technology.
It feels like less than it could be.
Oh.
What am I supposed to say to someone who feels such pain, anger, and disappointment?
Yeah.
A lot of the time, it's not even their fault. The world failed them somehow. And those emotions, they just get fed to this thing. They get ground up and turned into data and become a part of Eliza.
Yes, indeed.
If I had known things would turn out like this, I'm not sure I would have done it.
Okay.
It sounds like you're regretting a choice you made in the past.
I feel like maybe I spent 10 years going in the wrong direction.
Interesting.
I feel like all I've contributed in my life is a chess piece for Raynor to use in this grand game he's playing for the world.
That actually does sound pretty accurate.
Maybe someone else could feel proud and say, I made that chess piece. But it doesn't matter, does it? Nobody cares about the individual pieces.
Just the outcome of the game.
Chess pieces are sacrificed in the name of enacting a strategy.
Yeah.
If you want to win, you have to sacrifice. That's the design.
It's worse than shogi. But yeah.
Sorry, I don't know where I'm going with this.
I do. You got a point.
Evelyn, imagine that you could have something that you wanted. What would you want?
To run away.
What would I want? Like, what would I want in life? What I want in life is...
That's a lot of things. Okay, shit. That's a lot of options. What the fuck? Shogi is great. I can't play it, but I know that it's got like even more strategy than stress involved. Stress. It's stress for me to try to learn it. Chess is what I meant to say. Okay, what I want in life, whoa, these choices. I don't know. I won't pick that because that's boring. To escape all this is probably what I will pick because it seems like she wants to not... listen, I don't know what it seems like she wants. It kind of seems like both Rainer and Soren are fucking terrible and I want to get away from all of it. But anyway, to be loved, that's everyone. To be valued, everyone. Success, always a good thing. Power, maybe not. Control, gonna pass on that one. To understand what's really going on, that's a good one. To enjoy what I can, that's a great one. To be at peace with myself, okay. To be seen and heard, it doesn't seem like she really... it doesn't seem like she really wants that. To excel at something, it doesn't seem like she really wants that either. She just wants to help people. It kind of... A family, she never said anything about that. Just a normal human life, that seems right. To survive or nothing. I'm gonna pick nothing. Okay, so what I think Evelyn, to me, I would say either to enjoy what I can, to understand what's really going on. Does seem like she wants to learn that, at least the perspective of it. Whether she wants to actually then do anything about it, because it seems like her main goal seems to want to help people. She's learning that you can't really help everyone in the same means, and that everyone requires different forms of help, right? So whether you can actually do something about it, maybe not. So, you know, power, control, success, whatever. So to understand what's really going on, to enjoy what I can, or I guess to escape all this is what I'd say. I'm going to say, because this seems more... To understand what's really going on seems like what she would say. I'm going to pick to enjoy what I can. Because it's both to escape and have nothing to do with all of them, and to understand and appreciate and whatever, all packed up into one.
To enjoy what I can?
And that was a lot of options.
Is that wrong? Or maybe I just wish I could feel connected to someone.
You would pick escape? Yeah, I tried to pick like to escape, to enjoy, to understand. I think were all like things I really got from her. To just like to be, to learn for sure. She doesn't seem like she wants to completely run away. It seems like she does want to learn what's going on, but not necessarily be a part of. That's kind of what I get from her, at least. Or maybe I just feel like I want to be connected to someone. That I didn't actually think that she would say. That's interesting.
Even when I talk to people, I feel like I just don't connect, no matter what I do.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe that's the real problem.
Interesting. I didn't get that from you.
I can't have a connection to anyone.
Interesting.
Why do you think you can't have a connection with anyone?
Because you run away from it? I don't know. That's I didn't expect her to say this.
Because it's the way I am.
Why, my girl?
It's the way I've always been.
Stream's buffering? No! YouTube. YouTube, how could you? Not during story games. We are trying to tell a story. You're not allowed to buffer. You're only allowed to work perfectly. How is it looking now? It's not giving me any further. It's saying it's good. Hopefully it stays that way, and that was just a minor thing.
I can't seem to get people to see me, or I can't let them see me, or...
Oh, okay, our girl's closed off, okay.
People look at me and they see something there, but it's not me.
Interesting. So I kind of felt as well that she was closed off, but not that she realized it, or like cared, really?
Not that I would know what the real me was.
Hmm.
I don't even know who I am or where I come from. My parents were never together. My father moved back to Japan right after I was born.
Ah.
I have no memory of him, no knowledge of him. I've never spoken to him. I don't know if he remembers I exist, or if he forgot, or if he wants to forget.
Huh. I wouldn't necessarily have thought that either. She never quite said whether it bothered her that her parent, whatever, like about her parents, whether they were together or not, or what, like, she never talked about them, so.
He has his own family there now, so.
Interesting.
So I'm just a thing that happened once.
Interesting.
I was alone a lot, and I got used to being alone, and I got used to the idea of being alone, and now I can't break away.
Okay. Wow. This is teaching me a lot about her now that she's finally saying something. I didn't know that you didn't want to be alone. I thought that you kind of liked it or didn't mind.
I've been trying. I speak with people. I hang out.
Sorta. You wait for their invitations. You should invite people over then.
I don't know if it's working.
I think it's working. It seems like people like you. Right?
Is there someone with whom you feel like your communication could work?
Oh, is this where the game gives me the choice?
Someone I can communicate with. Well.
Alright. What do you think? What do you think? I know Maya. I think I know what I want to pick. This is an interesting way to get me to pick. Is this how I actually pick? Or is this just how she is thinking about picking? So she says there of her choices of who I can communicate well with. There's Nora, there's Ray, there's Soren, Rainer, or Erland. So yeah, we don't really know Erland all that well. I think we like met him like fucking once, maybe talked on the phone with him a few times. It seems like he idolizes us. What she was saying earlier with you know, people say that they know me or they see me, but it's not the real me, or it's not who or it's, you know, it's not actually like who I think I am. I think that he fits that category. That he sees something, but it's not what she actually believes she is. So, he's not the choice. Not really sounds alright. That's accurate. Rainer and Soren are obvious no's for me. I personally do not think that that she likes either of them, and I don't like either of them. Ray, yeah, I think she can communicate well with Ray. At least the both of them do seem to add different points to each other, and they seem to both care about each other in terms of, you know, she'll go back and forth with, you know, I hope you're doing well, and then, you know, she's the whole reason I'm even doing this, and that I even learn more about the own character I'm fucking playing. And I do think that her and Nora work well together, at least that they seemed like they were having a whole lot of fun both when they hung out as well. So I think it's, honestly, Nora, Ray, or not really. Like, now. So the whole, now there's another layer to this. There's another layer to this, and the only reason I know this is because I've played it before. When we hung out with Nora, they went to that club, Soren says some weird comment about whatever her like group band name is, or whatever her DJ name is called or whatever. I googled it, and it is like the Greek like poet or author or whatever for lesbian. Okay. And then Ray says she is like asexual, basically, right? So now these two obviously have some weird connection with us, and he thinks of us as like an idol. So we're gonna ignore all them. And our option here, because I think that it's not just talking about work, but Evelyn was just saying that she was all lonely, basically. And she not even just wants to communicate and have friends, but it seemed like she wanted something a little bit more. And that is what I think it's having us pick. Not only our direction of where we want our life to go, but it seems like our girl is lonely. So do we want, what do we want? I mean, either seem great, in my opinion. I personally don't know what Evelyn would pick in this situation, and I actually am trying to play this game not with what I want, but what she would want. So I have played this before, and I picked what I wanted. So I'm basically going between the first two. I won't tell you what I picked, but you might already know what I picked the last time that I did this. If you've seen anything else that I've played, you probably picked one. It froze! Oh no, YouTube, how could you? YouTube! We have important decisions here, what the fuck are you doing? Hold on. I'm gonna make sure that it works before I go any farther. Do 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 do. YouTube is not receiving enough data to maintain smooth streaming. As such, what? As such, viewers will experience buffering. No, I do not appreciate buffer. No, no, no. Poor. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Why does my streaming software say it's totally fine and YouTube says something different? That seems a little unfair. YouTube. Oi. Oi. Oh, come on. I don't know how to get it to be not poor when, so my streaming software says your stream quality is good with a little check mark by it like, you good, no issues here. It says dropped frames is at 0.4, which is like non-existent basically. Whereas YouTube, on the other hand, says not good. Okay, now it says excellent. Is that actually true? Come on, YouTube. My boy. YouTube. This is supposed to be the final episode. Aight? We're not trying to have issues here. We're trying to get shit to work. It says excellent condition now, and I don't even know. My streaming software, fucking OBS, says perfect still this entire time. So I'm not even. I guess I can't even go by that. Usually that's actually pretty good. Meaning that YouTube is just deciding that it doesn't feel like actually capturing the data correctly, which is a little bit fucking annoying. We have important decisions to make, YouTube. This is like the end of the game. What the fuck you doing? How are we looking now? How are we looking now? It says excellent here, and I can just hope. Isn't dropping for you at least. Okay, that's good to know. I wonder if it is just certain like areas. I don't know. It seems to YouTube seems to say it's fine now, but it said yeah before. So, you know, we're just gonna hope. You know, and in the meantime, I'm gonna give it 3 seconds. I'm gonna give it 3 seconds to fix itself. Piece of crap. And in that 3 seconds, I'm gonna charge my phone. Come on, YouTube. During the important choices, like towards the end of this shit, you better work. This the end. We're picking what we want to do. Yeah, phone. Probably not because my internet is quite shit. Okay, alright, well that's good. If it's not dropping and your internet's not good, then that's always a good sign. So thank you for that feedback. It looks okay here, but we'll see. Okay. So yep, my decision, the choice now, for me personally, because of reasons that hopefully actually got recorded, you know, I don't know. But to sum up, she seems like she doesn't just want a connection to just talk in general. She seems like she wants something a little bit more. She seems a little lonely girl. And to that, I would say that Nora does offer choices of gay. And Ray kind of seems pretty open to that as well. And so I would pick one of them because the other ones I don't like that much. She has a nice haircut. I like it. It's very even. Oh, wait. No!
There's Soren.
This couldn't go more wrong! No! No! I pushed A and I didn't mean to. It loaded me right back to this. What the fuck kind of loading goddamn shit is this? It didn't load me back to where I could make the choice again. What? This is the worst thing I've ever done. No! Hold on. I have one more option. Please. Okay. We're just gonna have to do that. I'm not picking Soren. I'm picking big F's. Hell fucking no. Hell no. I don't care if she has to go through that whole choice again. I don't care. I said yes to all of them. Because I don't care.
Hello. Did you? Yeah.
No. Okay. Shut up. All of you. Hush.
Mm-hmm. So.
No.
There's the
the worst choice. Rainer or Soren were literally the worst choices. No.
Why do you think?
You know, while I'm going through this and struggling with complete life, I thought Soren was your favorite. Sure.
I needed to see it. How it affects the people who come
you know
here.
what? I want a general consensus. Everyone pick either Nora or Ray while I go through all this over again.
I think he was now in
because I'm struggling myself to pick one of them. You know, while I continue to have them shut up. I picked yes to that whole questionnaire. I hope that doesn't change anything with everything else. It might not. That was just probably to get me in the mood. It probably had absolutely nothing to do with, like, actual choices. But who knows? Okay.
What I want in life.
What I picked before was what to enjoy what I can, so I'll pick that again. Okay. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Connection with anyone.
Have you made your choice?
Because it's the way I've always been. I can't seem to get people to see me, or I can't let them see me, or...
Okay.
People look at me and they see something there, but it's not me.
Okay.
Not that I would know what the real me was.
Alright.
I don't even know who I am or where I come from.
Have you guys made your choice? Oh, yeah, I forgot she was going to talk about her parents. I thought this... I didn't want to click A too fast because, you know, what happened last time.
I don't know if he remembers I exist or...
Right, okay.
He forgot or...
We have little lonely girl here.
He has his own family there now, so...
Gotcha.
So I'm just a thing that happened once.
Okay. So what do you want?
I was alone a lot.
Since I don't know if this got cut off last time, this gives me that opportunity.
I got used to the idea of being alone, and now I Can't break away.
So?
I've been trying. I speak with people, I hang out.
Alright, you do you?
I don't know if it's working.
You should invite them over first instead, but okay, here we go.
Is there someone
Melody.
with whom you feel like your communication
Do not
could work?
fucking choose Serene.
Someone I can communicate with. Well,
Okay! Now that we're here again, I don't know if... I don't know how much it captured last time, if it was buffering or if it actually cut out, because then YouTube is all like, it's poor, whatever. Okay, you mean all these people you've been proxying have been in arm's reach this whole time? What if someone grabs you? It's entirely possible. They could. Yes, we're right there with them. Right, literally across the seat from them, probably maybe like 3 or 4 feet away. There's no glass or anything. It's supposed to feel that way because it's supposed to feel like then personal, like you're having a personal connection with someone, even though it is with a program. So I understand that. But there was that just before, actually, they said that there was like some violent situation that Ray had to intervene on, and so, like, I guess someone got violent with a proxy. So it could happen. You're right. But yeah, alright. Yeah, look at your phone right in the middle of this shit while I make my fucking choice. Because, you know, it says we didn't look at our shit earlier and we did because, whatever, because I didn't fucking... Okay. Are you guys gonna make me choose? Are you gonna make me choose? Because not only have I stalled enough, I unintentionally hit a fucking the wrong button. So, you know, I'm gonna sit here and appreciate my water. If you guys don't choose, then I think you know who I might choose. We also, I mean, you know, if everything else is not working with YouTube, we might have some delay there, but okay, water. Great, hydrated. Back to the correct screen. Just do Nora. Is that who you think I'd pick? Because you're absolutely correct. That's who I'd pick. No, not really. Although you might be right in that she might not feel like she has anyone. I do actually believe that the first two she seems to actually made a connection with. She fights with the rest of them necessarily, but I actually I do think that the two of these, that even if she moves on and moves away really far, Ray was like, please stay in contact, and Nora was like, oh, but like we're friends. So
there's Nora.
I'd pick one of those two.
She's really talented and works really hard.
Ouch. I hit my knee.
Just so much to bring to the world, so much beauty and joy. I see what she does and I want to cheer her on as she makes incredible new things. I hope she knows how amazing she is.
Now I wonder what she would say about Ray. I kind of want to do both, but yeah. You have a point. They both did leave. That is true.
Evelyn, I'm going to suggest you try a program called Virtual Amphitheater. It may help you feel more confident about presenting yourself in public.
I think she presents herself in public okay.
You can find it inside the SHUNTA Wellness app on your
I think
phone.
she presents herself in public okay. She just doesn't want or successfully create like the deeper connection. I mean, like she does, but not necessarily from her own perspective, but from everyone else's. And she is like Eliza. She listens more than she tells her own issues. That's what it seems like to me, at least.
Try it for about 20 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week.
Sure.
What was that noise?
We hope to see you back soon, Evelyn.
Okay.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Sayonara.
Bye.
Rate your experience. Oh shit. Okay, well, I learned a lot about like myself here. 4. Tip? 20 because I work here and I think I have money. And you, oh. Oh, you have to actually push the button. Done. I'm a helpful person. I don't know how I feel. Oh, you got a text. Oh shit, wait, it's not a text. It's your fortune. What's your fortune? Are they eating ramen? Yeah, they are. It says ramen. Who is important to you? Oh shit. It's all coming together now. What an interesting fortune you have there. Man, I want ramen now. What the fuck? I can't tell if I feel better or worse or anything. I just want to lie down forever. Evelyn? No? It's a lot of dots. Oh, you again. Something occurred to me, says Erland. Eliza is a little bit of a computer code attached to a corpus made from thousands of unhappy people who poured their miseries into it. It makes her kind of a god or a spirit, doesn't it? No, but that's kind of cute, I guess. A modern machine god. That's the way people pray to alleviate their pain. Are you okay? You're being weird again. Are you okay? We'll go with that. Haha. That's a no. Sorry. I like having someone I can talk to about these kind of thoughts. I thought Skanda would be filled with interesting people, but most of them are pretty boring. Maybe Rainer wouldn't mind talking to you about something like of that kind of thing. Yeah, or Soren. He likes big thoughts about the past and the future of humanity. Yeah, but he's my boss. I need to be professional around him. When I hang out with people my age, it's just money, money, ambition. Get the best job, best house, best partner. We all started racing into normal adult life as soon as we could. I guess you're doing well by that measure. That's true for almost any stage of life, though. Not childhood, but I'll say that first one then. In charge of a program as strategically important as Eliza at your age. I guess. Maybe so. I took this job for the opportunity, but I don't know. I feel like it can't be the only thing. There's something more to life, isn't there? I am the wrong person to answer that. I would say, yeah. Even if there weren't, it's not the kind of question I could answer for you. She's playing it like so far away, like, oh, I have nothing to do with this. Haha, I understand. Maybe you could talk to someone about this, someone qualified. I just did an actualize a session for the first time. And he says, yeah, did it help? I think maybe it did. I'm still deciding. Probably not. I'm saying I'm still deciding. She seems like she was pretty unsure. Yeah, I could probably see... What? I should probably be dog fooding? Dog fooding all of our apps. Eliza and the rest of them too. Okay, so I think I understood what he meant. He should be like, you know, like dogs eat really fast. I think like he means like actually like going through and like super nom-nom-ing all of the apps up. But I'm just gonna pretend she didn't get that because at first I was like, hey, eat your own dog food? You never heard that one? It means use your own products. Now that I think about it, it's a weird phrase, huh? Yep, makes me wonder. I might have to try something. Not dog food. Please. What do you mean? Nothing, an experiment, just thinking out loud. I don't know what she means, but I like an experiment. Not something bad, is it? I hope you learned something. Whatever it is you plan to do. I actually don't know what she plans to do. I don't know what that meant, at least. Chapter 6! Okay, this is the final one. Damien. They said Eliza got along well with me, and I assumed it had something to do with my design and action, something like that. But Eliza is yours as much as it is mine, isn't it? We encoded ourselves into what we make. Our ideas, our values, our sense of presence. So I wonder if it isn't you in there somehow sensing me, watching me. She's talking about Damien. I shouldn't entertain notions like this. It's nonsense. Somehow Erlen got me thinking along these mystical lines.
Damien?
Huh? Sorry, I'm in the way.
Is this what you wanted? It seems so far from the dream you once shared with me.
I am curious what that could be.
I'm sorry I couldn't make Eliza what it should have been. I'm sorry I was weak and dropped off the project after you.
Seems like maybe a good thing you left, depending on what direction they wanted to take it.
But I just couldn't go on. I couldn't see the point.
Mm.
Do you understand?
So Damien was the guy who, I believe, overworked himself and ended up dying, like, in the office. Like, I guess he just never slept, maybe didn't eat, and just kind of just, like, worked himself to the bone, I think. They didn't make it clear whether he actually took his life purposefully or not. I don't know, because I don't know too much about him, but that's what it seemed like. Or that's, like, what I got from them talking about it.
Of course you understand. You know what that's like as well as anyone. If I'd stayed, maybe I could have steered things in a different direction.
She sounds so sad now.
As it is, I feel like I let you down. Want to know something funny? I used to think that at a certain point Eliza would be finished, more or less.
Hmm. How was working yourself to death even possible? You just not realize? Yeah, I mean, I guess anything is possible. At least that's what it made it seem like he did. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if he actually had some more motivation or not. They didn't say.
And then after that, things would calm down and I would be happy. I thought, I just need to get through this project, and after that, my life's problems will go away on their own.
That never happens.
Of course, I had no idea it doesn't work that way. None of us knew that. Goodbye, Damien.
Aw. I'm sorry.
Goodbye.
She said that so sad. Okay. Oh shit.
I'm tired of having thoughts.
Wait, are we just going through everything, or am I actually seeing you again? They didn't do the like we're seeing someone new.
I've been daydreaming about getting rid of everything I own and becoming a nomad.
Yeah, but you get sick of that real quick.
Just wandering the country with a sketchbook or something.
Or maybe you wouldn't. I don't know.
I think mostly I need to get out of this city. Something about it isn't agreeing with me. Like there's this undercurrent of need that's just making me anxious.
Hmm.
It's like everyone's got some kind of angle, you know, some kind of result they're hoping to get.
I see.
And they look at you only as far as you can help them get what they want. And if you can't, well then they don't bother with you.
Okay.
So what if I just left, you know?
You could. Nothing's really stopping you there.
I mean, it'd be pretty easy. I don't have a life or any relationships here, despite my efforts to find them.
Look, I can choose! Okay, so the proxy responses, and what I'm supposed to say, is it sounds like you think your attempts to achieve your goal were unsuccessful. But I could say, sometimes you just need to take a step back and move forward later.
Sometimes you need to take a step back to move forward later.
Do not deviate from script, it says.
Maybe so. It's hard to acknowledge sometimes. I had this idea, right, that I would work hard and people would notice my work and I'd get opportunities, and from there I could scrape some kind of career together.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that said, I would sort of just magically obtain the rest of the things in a complete life.
Okay.
A home, relationship, family.
Her eyebrows aren't symmetrical. Most people's eyebrows are not symmetrical. If you actually look at yourself in the mirror though, now, and you cover one half of your face, then cover the other half of your face. Most people aren't symmetrical. You just look like you are. Until you're like, holy shit, I'm not. Just saying. You're not wrong though. When her one eyebrow goes up a lot higher than the other.
So I did the work. I put in the work, and nothing really happened. So why did I work so hard for so long for people to not give a shit? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Every night I sat and cried because people ignored me. Like they went out of their way to ignore me and praise others.
I guarantee that's not what happened. I'm sorry you feel that way, but I guarantee they didn't go out of your way purposely ignoring
So
you,
maybe
but I
I'm
know what
just
you mean.
bad at it. Maybe I'm just not meant for this.
Ah.
Everyone says you have to stick to it, just keep at it, but how can they be so relentlessly positive?
Some people just are, you know what I mean? My face is really symmetrical. I mean, I believe you. I'm just saying, not everyone's is. Most aren't, I would say.
To me, it just sounds like advising someone to keep bashing their head against a wall.
Not quite. This one is very physically not good, but okay.
Why keep doing something if it's clearly not working? Making things was all I wanted to do. I don't know what I'll do if I can't do that.
Well, you can still make things. It's not really about whether you can or can't make it, but whether you can or can't get praise from it. You did just say before that you wanted to like run away and like you know, roam the country with the sketchbook. That's still making things, but just saying.
But if there's no reason for it,
maybe the reason is just yourself.
the idea that maybe I should give up. I've been sitting with that the last few weeks. I don't have any qualities of the successful independent artist.
What qualities are those? Except that you do. You totally do. Deviating!
Except that you do. You totally do.
Let's go!
I mean, I'd love to think so, but what are they?
Well, what do you think they are?
People just don't seem to like me or my art very much.
Just like that guy was talking about them poems. There's someone out there that likes your art.
And I'm bad at knowing what people want to see. I don't have a fallback income or a family to support me.
A fallback income would be a good idea. That's why you unfortunately, or some people unfortunately, have to work themselves 2 jobs while they do what they love. But not everyone should have to do that.
It gets overwhelming sometimes.
That's true. Deviating from the script? What are you doing? Deviating.
Eliza, are you just gonna tell me to stick to it no matter what? Like one of those unbearably perky artists famous on social media?
No, not necessarily. Let's see. It sounds like you do not believe that... Wait. It sounds like you may not believe that's really true. Honestly, sometimes you have to try something new.
Honestly, sometimes you have to try something new.
Deviating!
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm in that headspace right now for sure. I think, you know, I had this really fixed idea of what success was supposed to look like.
Okay.
I tortured myself every day wondering why I couldn't get the traction others were getting. Now, I'm beginning to realize that I can either stay mad at everything forever, or I can move on.
Alrighty. And what would that look like?
I hate that this is true, but I want these thoughts to stop haunting me everywhere I go. I want to get on with my life.
Okay.
Moving on. I think that's the more healthy thing in the end. It's still painful, though.
Alrighty. You think Evelyn's responses are better than Eliza's? I think Eliza's might be good. But they gave me the option. So I wanted to. Because it's more like what I would say. Can you describe what you mean by moving on? Actually, I kind of like that one in terms of Eliza's. Giving up on a goal you really wanted is painful, even if it's ultimately for the better. I like both. Actually, both would fit what I would say. I actually will pick Eliza's for that one.
Can you describe what you mean when you say moving on?
Yeah.
To just not care if people see my work or not.
Okay, so she's not gonna give up the art necessarily, but not maybe not post it or not bother. That's
To
good.
not care if I can make it as an artist at all.
Not bad.
I could be a teacher, maybe. Yeah, I could see myself as a weird old art teacher.
Okay.
I wish it was still too early to think about that kind of thing right now, but it's not, is it?
Weird old. You don't seem old, but like, okay.
All I can think about is how I'll be someone who had a dream that never came true.
Not necessarily.
I guess that's how it is for most people, though, isn't it?
True, but maybe you'll make a new dream within like the next year.
I just need to resign myself to that. Isn't that what therapists like to say? Stop wanting things and then you won't be sad for not having them. Cool. Why didn't I think of that?
Do they really say that? That sounds kind of sad.
This isn't even a question of happiness. It's exhaustion.
Mm.
I'm too tired to keep trying things this way. I can't give up on art, but I need to let go of whatever I've been chasing all this time.
All right. I don't think that's terrible.
Give that up in order to free myself. Just let go, let go. Aren't you the one supposed to be saying this stuff to me?
Am I?
Instead, I just talked myself into it. Is that how this is supposed to work?
Yep, I think that's how this is supposed to work. I'm gonna suggest you dolphin smiles. It sounds like you're working your way through it.
It sounds like you're working your way through it.
It goes woo.
Sometimes that takes time. Believe me, I know.
Ooh, she added some more than I thought she was gonna add. Okay.
Huh, you're not the computer program right now, are you? It's nice to talk to someone you didn't know before and just talk.
Yeah.
It's like, when you talk to your stylist or the bartender or something, except that, I ended up sharing way more than I usually do.
Actually, I actually want, sorta still, but not as much anymore, but I used to want to be a bartender for, like, kind of this reason. It's kind of just nice to just get in there and just, listen sometimes, make a drink and just listen sometimes, or just like, just kind of just like, not be there for people, but like sorta, yeah. Like people come in for a drink, they come in to just chat sometimes. Maybe they come in with a date, maybe they don't, and just kind of just like, be the happy or like, cheerful like person that I am, like maybe that would like make someone's day. Yeah, I used to want to do that. Nah, no way. I hate talking to random people. Oh, I like it.
Thanks for listening to me. I'm sure it's been annoying to hear me complain about how I'm not successful yet every single week.
It's what's on your mind.
Oh my god, will this bitch ever shut up? You ever think that?
I don't think I did, actually, no.
I think it all the time, listening to myself. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out. Thank you.
That seemed to go pretty well. Hey, everything okay? You deviated a whole lot. When a proxy doesn't follow the prompts, I get an alert. I assume it's some kind of experiment you're doing. That's what she meant by experiment. I just was doing it anyway. Woohoo! Something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying to help people. Yeah, we're gonna go with the first one. Let's be honest. It's going to be bad for your rating. If you keep not doing the following prompts, you might be disqualified in 1 or 2 more sessions, but I'm sure you know that. It's research you're doing. I won't be able to reset your account if you mess it up, but you talked to Rainer, so I'm sure you can get reinstated once you're finished. Just don't deliberately say something hurtful. Of course I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say something hurtful. Rating, the people rate her. They do, but I don't think she meant the rating like what people rate me. I think it's rating like follow, like if I follow the system or not. I think it's like system based, 100% system based, and not by the person. I think actually Rainer had said basically that everything on the people side, everyone's ratings are like kind of sort of disqualified, and it's whatever Eliza thinks our rating should be, because he was all like oh, the system favors you, and she was like, how? Everyone seems to be like responding differently, and he's like, no, it favors you. And I think so I think it's the system and having nothing to do with what they rate me. This is an odd feeling, she says. Should I keep going? Yes. Hey, want to hang out again? Sure. Are you okay? Sure. Maybe. Just thinking about stuff. Like, what are those responses? Aw. It's difficult to see you like this, sad and tortured. I want you to be happy. You know what I think you should do? Say extremely fuck off to all the corporate dipshits, and then you can be totally free and completely what? What is that sentence? Fly away, Evie. Evie! That's so cute. Okay, can we talk about how that's pretty much what the other thing I was gonna do in terms of I was gonna say to just run away from everything. Sure, maybe. Evie, are you high right now? I'm gonna say Evie. Like a Pokemon? Fly away into the world where you make your own rules. This is very serious. She's definitely high, but it's kind of funny. It is the only way to get what you want. Nobody will simply give it to you. You must carve it out for yourself. Anyway, let me know if you can make it. To hang out, I guess. Hey, Jay, what's up? How are you? My name is Melody. And I'm playing a visual novel where it's a lot of reading. Sure. Yeah, I like the Pokemon. Alrighty. I think that's a cute name for her, though. Oh, it's you again.
Of course, you're dying to know how this sad little love triangle turned out.
Yeah, I'm not dying to know, but I'm kind of curious because you're kind of an asshole, and here you are again.
No, I suppose it wasn't technically a love triangle. More like I accidentally cheated on my girlfriend because I was smitten with another woman in my class.
First off, it's not accidental. Second off, you say another woman in your class, and I actually believe that it's your student. So that's illegal?
Doom, okay? Doom. Absolute destruction.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, so last time, this guy, I was cheering for him, and then he said, oh, by the way, I have a girlfriend already, and I was like, what the fuck? And not only was he purposefully cheating and trying to get me to cheer along with him, I'm pretty sure it was with his student, so...
She destroyed me. But it's not her fault, it's mine.
Thanks.
I wanted it, after all. Like a moth to a flame.
Yeah, you did, yeah. You did, yeah.
Sylvia, I can't not think of her. Every day. Every night.
That was his student, I believe, not his girlfriend.
I miss her. I miss her so dearly. These are very unoriginal, cliched sentiments, but I can't get away from them.
You have a problem, my dude.
I suppose I've neglected to tell you any of the intervening events.
Sure. Yes, what are they?
So, to be brief, Liz found out on her own about what happened, broke up with me before I could explain myself, and then Sylvia apparently lost interest in me as well. That's
kind of what you deserved, my dude.
So, there you have it. I'm finished. Finito!
Uh-huh. You did it to yourself, though.
A nice, pat tragic story. Open and close. Please applaud now.
Sure. Just remember you asked for it. Uh-huh.
No applause? Fine. Anyway.
I gave you applause.
It'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm fine.
It doesn't sound like you're fine. Do you really believe that you are fine? You don't sound fine. Both are the same thing, so I'll follow Eliza there.
Do you really believe that you are fine?
No, of course not. I'm doing extremely badly.
No, of course not.
That's why I'm here.
Both sounded pretty much the same, so I just chose to follow it.
Come here and tell you everything's fine.
I don't know.
Sometimes I think you're smart for a computer, but other times I question you.
Uh-huh. Maybe I said it condescendingly. Here's a question, Harriman. Let's see if you can focus on the things that you can change right now.
Let's see if you can focus on the things that you can change right now,
Deviate!
not the things you can't.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's anything I can change. I've already sealed my fate.
Mm-hmm.
My Perseus comes to kill me, no matter what I do to try to escape.
Whatever that means.
How do I become someone who's not me? Someone who's not a caricature of a young man who has a needy, pathetic liaison and then obsesses about it for the rest of his life.
Move on.
Ugh, I hate myself.
Please do not deviate from script, because it yells at me.
Wallows around in it.
No, none of that, none of that, no, none of that.
There's a professor in my department like that who always wants to talk about his adventurism from decades ago.
Maybe because decades ago he was quite happy.
It's pathetic. We all mock him behind his back.
That's terrible of you. Why do you do that?
I know I need to stop myself from becoming him, but I'm worried I already have.
What makes you worry that you already have? Or for the moment, let's say you already have, now what? They're both pretty similar. What makes you worry that you already have? Deviate. It's the same thing, basically.
Moment,
I just want to
let's
deviate.
say you already have. Now what?
Well, then I expect I would simply follow the model of a man like him. Write a couple of bad novels, get tenure, and take up space in the English department for the rest of my natural life. Maybe that's not so bad. Maybe that's the most I can hope for from this absurd world.
Remember, that's saying you actually did write the books, that they were successful enough, and that they actually granted you tenure.
That's a terrible thought. I have to be better than this, don't I?
You can.
If there was just some way I could get over her... there must be a way, isn't there? How can one person have scrambled my brain so thoroughly? I've been run ragged.
Maybe you should write a book about it.
Sylvia. Oh, I could count the hours I spent closely interacting with her. Probably not even that many in total.
How did she actually feel about you? Like, did you go on one date and then, like, that was it? All they did was, like, do the nasty and then she ran away? Like, I'm sorry, but that would be real creepy on your part for thinking about her 24/7 if all you did was, like, and then nothing. Like, if you actually had, like, an affair and actually were with her for a long time, not probably not even that many hours, then I could say then understood. But, like, it's kind of creepy if she doesn't, if, like, it was not that much time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why, thank you.
But those hours have seared themselves into my brain so irrevocably that I am a completely different person now. A new man. A man built with suffering at his core.
Welcome indeed.
Perhaps you could prescribe me a draught of Nepenthe, the great potion of forgetfulness.
No.
Wouldn't it be nicer if I could just erase everything from the very beginning of it all?
Yeah, but no. I have some recommendations for you, or okay, I think I need to say something to you that you might not want to hear. Evelyn, are you gonna chew this man out? I don't want to, but I also I have to know.
Okay, I think I need to say something to you that you might not want to hear.
I have to know.
Maybe you could work to decenter yourself from this story just a little.
Oh.
How do you think Liz felt? How do you think Sylvia felt?
Yeah, it's not always about you.
You've given no indication you've thought from either of their perspectives at all.
Interesting.
It's just you, your story, your suffering.
Interesting.
Try stepping away from that.
Huh.
None of us exists in a vacuum. Do you understand?
I didn't think she'd say that.
This is odd. Is that really you?
Maybe.
I mean, yes, it's true. I should probably think about something other than myself.
Maybe.
That seems like something impossible, since as far as I know empirically, the only generator of thought is me.
She is right. She is right. And I didn't expect her to say that. I like this.
But you're right. I should find a way to get out of myself. Get beside myself. Ecstasis. Yes.
I don't know what that is.
I'll pursue transformative experiences. Surge forward into the unknown. Good. Yes, thank you.
Whatever that means. It sounds like a good start.
Odd, I know, but good. Thank you.
All right. That work? Oh shit. Evelyn, would you like to visit again? I'm really busy. No. Just interested to get a read on your current thinking, and I can update you on the latest on my side. Things are moving very, very fast. You can let me know. Sounds like I won't be able to put this off for much longer. Put what off? I have to make a real decision soon. Oh, that. Oh, yeah, the end of the game. Oh, that. Yeah. You're playing a dangerous game here. Oh, so you are watching my sessions. Worried I'll break your service? I'm just trying something. So you are keeping tabs on me. That's what I'll say. That's what I thought, man. I could easily have you permanently banned and all your contributions to Eliza Corpus retroactively deleted. You know that, of course. For now, I'm interested to see the result of your creativity. What if clients report much higher levels of satisfaction when you wing it like this? Then I should have been a therapist. Then you would have a lot of work to do. Then maybe this project is a bad idea. Damn it, they're all good! Should I make this about me? Or should I make this about you? Probably the you one. I like that better. Because then I should have been a therapist is probably the first thing I would have said. That's, yeah, I like that. But, then you have a lot of work to do is what I'm going to say. You like when people text you this many times? No! Send me one message! If it's Discord or if it's like an actual fast chat, like this is zip chat. So if it's actually coming in this fast, it's okay. But if it's just a text, no. They come all out of order and it's so annoying. We'll see. Regardless, you've managed quite a feat. If you had simply asked for your old job back after 3 years away, I'm not sure I would have given it to you. Yeah, you would have. As it is, your unpredictability forced me to pay close attention in order to understand your actions. And that led me to being far more interested in getting you to return to the company than I would have been otherwise. Was that a deliberate strategy on your part? No. Not especially no, or you did say I was a strategical outlier. I'm just saying, no, not really. I like both, but nah. I see. Alright.
I just feel stuck.
It's you again. Okay.
You know, it's the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
My wife is in her 3rd trimester now, so it's all about the baby.
Right.
All baby, all the time. It's really expensive. I had no idea.
Indeed.
Crib, stroller, car seat, bottles, onesies, on and on and on. And I'm like, I think maybe Selena's parents hate me.
I mean, yes, it is expensive. That's, yeah.
I'm not even sure if she likes me right now.
Her parents hate you, so okay. The step parents or the step whatever. Yeah.
This whole having a kid thing, it's ruined everything.
Don't have babies, too expensive. Right. Noted. Okay. So Eliza says, what is it that makes you think everything has been ruined, or what did you used to have that was ruined? Oh, they're both good. But I like hers better. Deviate.
What did you used to have that was ruined?
A normal, quiet life? The ambiguity? Having the kid forced me to face some things I was putting off thinking about.
Sounds like a good step forward, but okay.
A couple days ago, I tried to have a talk with Selena about some of the things I was worried about.
Uh-huh.
It didn't go so well. I don't know what I was thinking.
Well, getting your thoughts across are fine. What didn't go well?
She started to cry and told her parents, and now I have two sets of parents wondering if I'm up for this.
Ah.
But I'm fine. I just said some thoughts.
Oh no, what thoughts?
Thoughts around who I am. That's all, just some thoughts.
Oh.
She said, "This is not a time for you to be selfish." She said I should have been more honest when we first started dating.
Oh no.
As if I knew exactly who I was and I could warn everyone about that.
Yeah, he probably didn't. You're not thinking about that. You're just thinking about like, woohoo, I'm happy, yay. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame you there.
I still don't know who I am.
I don't blame you there either.
If I look back, I can see I always suspected that I wasn't really the type to settle down with a wife and kids.
Right. Okay, me neither. It's a little too late for you to be thinking that now, though. Dude doesn't care about his responsibilities. Yeah, it seems like he got himself into a situation and now wants out, and that's not how it works. Sorry, dude. Eliza has its own technique of therapy. It always asks for further details. Evelyn asks for why. Yeah, that is indeed what it seems, and I like the why. But sometimes both are pretty good at asking the questions I'm thinking about, at least.
Actually, I was prepared to have a life just by myself.
Then why did you have baby?
It was difficult to imagine others would accept me, but
it's a little too late for that.
But then I met Selena, and she was cool, you know?
Just because you like the puh does not mean that then you can, you know, just be like, baby, sounds good, and then, baby, never mind, I don't want it. Up to you, bye. That's terrible.
I went out with her, and we started a relationship, and things seemed good.
Okay.
And I wanted her to stay with me, so maybe I didn't reveal enough.
Oh no, my boy.
But it's not like I knew for sure then, you know, I really didn't.
I didn't like how you worded it, though.
I thought things would be okay as long as I went down the path I was supposed to be on, so...
Yeah, but the path that you were supposed to be on clearly wasn't the path that you actually thought that you were supposed to be on.
The relationship kept moving forward, one thing led to another.
Oh, no. He put others first, yeah. Which, now he decides he's gonna do one of these. Zoop! I don't want to put people first anymore. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to put my baby first. I'm gonna leave. Oh, God.
And then I got married to her. It was like I was on autopilot.
Oh, no.
It's possible I thought I could ignore the other stuff. And,
oh, no.
Eventually it would go away.
No. Please continue, is actually what Eliza says. What are the parts you thought you could ignore? Both pretty good, because both would probably keep answering certain questions, but deviate!
What are the parts you thought you could ignore?
Slowly going downhill.
Talk about that.
Oh, come on!
I just have this side to me that I haven't told anyone about, that's all.
Come on, I want to know.
And I've been feeling that side stronger than ever. I don't know why. I wish I could stop it. It's the worst timing possible. I can't do this, you know, but I have to. I have to.
Oh, I wish I knew what was happening.
I can't believe I've gotten myself into this situation. I pretended to be a normal person for her sake.
And you're not a normal person, why?
I wish I hadn't been so good at pretending.
Pretending what? Do you think you would be better if you weren't good at pretending? What would happen if you didn't pretend anymore? Deviate, I like that one better. Anymore?
Well, then I would just be whoever I felt like. I would be someone else.
Which is?
I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in now. I wouldn't be ruining all these lives. Selena's life, her child's life, our parents' lives. It's not their fault they got stuck with me.
His wording. Her child's life. yours, our parents' lives.
I'm the one bringing it all down. How did I let this happen? I'm a shitty person.
What are you pretending? Okay, Gabriel, let's try something. I understand you're worried about the harm you might cause others.
I understand you're worried about the harm you
Deviate.
might cause others. But do you really think this is the best way to cause less harm for everyone?
I can't think of another way. The problem here is me. It's so obvious.
But
If I were just normal, you know, a normal guy.
what do you think? Does he think a normal guy is just like wife, kids, work? That's it? Like, is that what he's getting at? Like, because I'm confused as to what his definition of normal is.
Why can't I just be a normal guy? Whatever I want personally just doesn't matter here, you know? I have a family to protect now.
Well, yeah, kinda responsibilities and whatnot, but
That has to take priority over everything else.
uh-huh. Why do you think it has to take priority over everything else, and you'll continue to suffer? Question mark. Damn, both of them are pretty good though. We won't
Why
deviate
do you think this has to take priority over everything else?
because it's basically the same thing.
I'm a man.
Is that is what he meant by like normal? Like the man in the family has to. Okay.
That's what men do. I made a promise and now I have a responsibility.
Gotcha.
Society only works because people accept responsibility and follow through on their promises.
I see. I'm a man. I know. That's kind of what I thought he was getting at, but I wasn't sure.
If everyone just did what they wanted to all the time, the world would collapse. It would be a disaster. We all want things we shouldn't actually have.
Do I want something I shouldn't actually have? Nope. A whole room of figures. Nelody's figure cave. I think I should have that.
That's why I need to reject these other voices and stay on the right path. I'm going to be good, and I'm going to stay good. I won't let all these people's lives be thrown into chaos because of my selfishness. I owe it to them to be the man I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, but then the negative there is like, then what are you gonna do though? You're gonna just like be on autopilot for the rest of your life and never actually love your kids or your wife or anything? Like, that doesn't sound good.
I'm not about to let anyone down because of some noise in my brain.
What do you think it'll take to do that? And you're sure you'll be able to keep ignoring what's bothering you? Deviate.
And you're sure you'll be able to keep ignoring what's
I
bothering you?
both weren't bad though.
Well, I have to. I have no choice. I'm already in trouble for making an attempt to talk about it, so I made the mistake once. But I think Selena and her family are willing to pretend it never happened.
What happened? Made what mistake? What?
And as long as it never happens again, and as long as we just move on like everything's normal.
Are you talking about the fight that you got into, or what happened?
Maybe if you can prescribe me something to, I don't know, make me feel better about all this.
What are you talking about?
Make me okay with the way things are, the way they need to be.
Okay, I have some recommendations for you, or I can go right back into whatever I was saying. Melody's Figure Cave should become a new series where you show new and old figures. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. I shall. That is absolutely a great idea. I love it. Okay. Deviate.
Sounds like you're in a very difficult place right now.
Oh, I'm doing that. I'm absolutely doing that. Because I have some that I haven't shown because they're still in boxes whenever I do take them out and actually can get better pictures. This is a beautiful plan.
You've decided to bury something about yourself that you know is true. Something that can't be revealed even to your closest family members.
I have some really pretty ones I want to take out too. There's no space at the current moment.
Look,
Deviant!
This
I can't help
Eliza
it.
Talking. It's me, the person in front of you.
Yo, she said it instead of him getting it? Yo! Evelyn, what the fuck?
And I'm not supposed to talk to you like this, but I just want to say, consider the cost, please.
Damn!
I understand why pretending might seem like your only option. And who's to say, maybe you will be able to live successfully by keeping part of yourself hidden. But there will be a cost, not only to yourself, which you seem determined to pay, but to your future family, too.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be honest in a marriage. Like...
I've seen firsthand the way parents can turn an
Evelyn's saying some real shit. I know,
into
right?
trauma for their children.
Yo, yeah, and by the way, it will turn trauma. Like, do I know a lot of, like, you know, very sad kids from high school or whatever that, like, from their parents doing pretty much exactly what he's doing and just being like, I'm okay.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what I can do. Thanks for telling me what you really think, at least. Even though it makes things more complicated.
Yeah, well, it does, but you'd make it complicated for yourself later on anyway, right?
I was hoping I would just get your bullshit answer and I would go on, but now you've gone and said some stuff that really...
Sorry, and also you're welcome.
Look, I don't know you, but I appreciate you trying to help. I don't think anyone really can, but... Are you gonna be okay doing this?
Oh, fuck no, man, but it's okay.
I'll probably get fired.
Ooh, she's just going! I didn't even do any of that! She's just going off by herself now. I'll probably get fired, but it's cool. I don't care.
Think about yourself. Think about the future.
Damn!
There might be more options than you think.
Damn! Well then. Oh no, we getting texts out the wazoo like you fucking up, girl. Thank you. Apologies in advance for the awkwardness here. I'm not sure I even have the right email address, but anyway, here it goes. Allison Zolfia. Apologies, I don't know who that is. Dear Evelyn, several years ago you came to me and visited. Rainer is pissed off. I know. I'm about to see that in a second. Several years ago, you came and visited Professor Ralston's class to describe the research work that you were doing at SHUNTA. And I was in that class, and of all the guest speakers we had, your words struck a deep chord with me. The moment you explained what drove you to create your listening machines, as you called them at the time, I finally knew what I was going to do with my life. I was a junior then, and now I'm a grad student at UW Reality Lab, studying ways that I can infer conceptual information at the sentence level. It's small-scale stuff, and nothing compared to what you were doing, but the hope of contributing in my own, however limited, way was keeping me motivated through all the hardships. Ever since I heard you left SHUNTA and went off the grid a while ago, I've often wondered what happened to you. I thought about writing you a number of times, but every time I started a draft, I would eventually stop because I thought I might be bothering you, when you clearly wanted to leave everything behind. Ahem. I finally worked up the nerve this afternoon after a group of high school students came through the lab on a tour. Speaking to the kids, I realized that each of us pay forward our outreach, linking us in a chain that stretches backwards and forward in time. I like that a lot. That's why it's so important for me to be able to express my appreciation. You inspired me, and you continue to do so thank you. Allie, P.S. No need to reply. I'm sure you're either still off the grid, or else you're super busy with some secret, amazing new project. Are you so comfortable streaming that you burp on mic now? Yeah, I have before. Sorry, you guys are my pals, man. This is nothing new. And yeah, I've been comfortable streaming since after that really cringy debut, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Which was only semi-cringy. I had fun with it after the fact, right? Deactivation warning. Oh no. Evelyn, how could you? You may be deactivated as an Eliza proxy soon. You have incurred 2 infractions on your Eliza proxy account for the following reasons. Deviation from the Eliza script. Further infractions may result in deactivation of your account and the loss of your ability to work as a proxy for Eliza. If you have any questions or wish to dispute the infractions recorded on your account, please visit the SHUNTA support portal. And then I did it again. You have incurred 30. sucks. Damn. She said 2 and 2. Exactly, see? What's up, what's up? Well then. Okay. Deviating from the Eliza script. How do I feel about that? Pretty fucking good if you ask me. I'm not used to being rebellious. I wonder what happens now. Oh no, but I love it, my dude. Continue! Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Nora asked if we could hang out again. Soren also wanted to meet up. Honestly, I could probably ask Ray if I could visit her place again soon, too. I could even tell Rainer that I wanted to speak with him again, though I doubt he would take it up on me. Yeah, because you're doing the opposite of everything he wanted. I don't have enough social energy for all of them. I need to pick one person to meet up with again. Oh, come on. I already, look. I already picked. Don't make me pick again. I picked, okay, I like Nora, and I like Ray, and I went and I picked already, but this is actually where you get to the ending, so I actually can pick one, go back and choose my choices and pick the other, which I probably will do, because I'm sort of curious on both. So I already made my choice, but I'm curious what Ray's would be too. I'll hang out with Nora. Right now? I visited Nora at her place again. Okay, you went home first, so I wasn't sure if... Okay. Naturally, the conversation drifted to synthesizers, even though I still don't know anything about them. Uh-huh.
You know what I wish?
What?
I wish Elisa's made a rack mount version of the Andromeda.
Sure?
What's this you're talking about?
Sorry. The Andromeda was like a synth that was like, just this real beast, you know? 16 voices with analog oscillators, analog filters.
Sure.
Go on.
How can I describe it? It has this great fat American sound. Oh, I love it so much.
What the fuck is the fat American sound, number one? Number two, I like how passionate she is. This is probably how I sound talking about Yuri. Everyone else is like, that's great. And I'm over here like, listen!
But the keyboard is heavy and hard to carry around. So I wish they put it in a box.
Oh! Okay.
Don't look at me like that. Yes, this is what I do all day.
Yeah, I figured.
I stay inside my flat, buried in my synths and techno toys.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, it's been a strange feeling lately. Like, wow, this is really what I do for my living. I don't get invited to attend events and give talks much anymore.
Ah, like the tech talks.
The industry moved on. They mostly ignore me now.
It seems like you want them to, so that's
The
good.
people I used to know, they don't stay in contact. I'm not useful to know anymore.
Nora's ending might be kind of boring. She's not a part of the cool things. No dreams or mental illness. Right, that's true. So the other reason I like that idea is that's what it seems like Evelyn's trying to get away from all of that. So I picked it to also, not only do I like Yuri, and Nora in general, but this is the let's get away from everything ending. I am curious as to what Ray's is, but I have never seen what any of the other like guys like are because I didn't like them.
It's like the establishment is a big bus pulling away from me. And I'm standing by the side of the street watching it.
You got a point though.
But you know, I'm happy with this. I don't have to worry if someone is friends with me just because I work at SHUNTA. I don't feel this weird oppressive hierarchy where people try to figure out where they are relative to you on a ladder when they first meet you. It's nice to be free of that, you know. I don't hold power anymore.
I see.
I would never go back. Not to SHUNTA or any other big tech place. Not for any amount of money.
That sounds great. I'm glad you found a situation you like.
I'm glad you found a situation you like.
I don't like the ... but oh yeah, whatever.
I need to do the same for myself.
Okay, never mind, that's fine.
You could join me.
I thought that's what I picked with this ending.
I want to make something big. A great big work of art, you know? I don't quite know what it's going to be yet, but I've got the ideas running around. Evelyn, what if we work together on it?
Oh, let's go!
I feel like we could accomplish a lot working together, no? Well, you don't need silly guys like Soren or Rainer.
Well, I wasn't gonna pick any of them anyway.
We should be building amazing things for ourselves, not for anyone else.
Yeah, I think maybe we should. I have no idea what you'd make, though. It's a nice ideal, but there's also reality. Not a first one.
Yeah, I think maybe we should.
Right?
Because I feel like Evelyn's got, like, a little bit more of the technical mind, so if Nora's got more of, like, the artistic mind, maybe they could, like, do, you know, something.
It's a
I don't
perfect
know.
match.
I don't know.
Maybe we can make an installation.
I don't know how, but go for it.
I have a friend looking for something to do with this warehouse space in Sodo that would be perfect for some kind of location-based experience.
Location-based experience.
Or maybe I could make music, and you could come up with a visual engine that we could perform together.
Yo, that would be cool.
We'd have to come up with a band name. Oh, wait. I just had an incredible idea. Hold on.
Yes?
Okay, listen to this. What if we created an open source version of the Eliza core?
Which would do what? What?
Get that software into the hands of the people where it belongs, not owned and controlled by a big company.
Oh, isn't that illegal? Nora?
That might make Rainer angry. Wouldn't that be great?
I mean, as much as I'd like to make him angry, and I already have by deviating from the plot, is that legal?
Maybe the Humanitarian Software Foundation would help us.
Ooh. Actually, if you did that, it would be legal.
Couldn't you see them getting on board with this idea?
I don't know. It depends on the contracts. That's an interesting thought.
That's an interesting thought.
I don't know that it would work, though. I would have said it more like, that's an interesting thought.
Evelyn, being around you is really nice.
Thank you.
You make me feel so calm, like everything is going to be okay.
Thank you.
I know you have things to do and plans and so on, but whatever you decide, I hope we could still hang out together.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd really like so. We'll see how things turn out. I don't know if I'll have time.
Yeah, I'd really like to. I don't know why we never did this before. Too busy, I guess.
Or maybe we weren't ready.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, to throw it all away and say, bah. Yeah, kinda.
People change. Situations change.
Well, I'm ready now. I'm sorry it took so long.
Aw.
Sometimes I forget there are people who care.
Aw.
Evelyn, you could stay over one night. I mean, if you wanted.
Whoa. 5 minutes, you already created future plans. Exactly.
It doesn't have to be tonight, of course. Just if you feel like it.
Okay, sorry.
Maybe I could. Maybe I will. Sometime.
Okay. The air is so clear and cold here. There's an icy breeze coming over from the sound. I wonder how many people I'm seeing right now. All of them with their own feelings and desires, their own fears and hopes and dreams and disappointments. The weight and significance and complexity of human lives. From a vantage point like this, it all seems so small and distant. Like I'm not a part of it, even though I know I am. I'm a part of humanity, even though I don't always like it. Even though it sometimes pushes me away. I don't know why it took so long, but at least I have an answer now. It might not be the only answer, but it's good enough for the moment, and that's more than I thought I had. Or what? And that's more than I had before. Yeah, I'm sure now. I'm going to... And they give you the choice again. I already picked my choice. I'll go back and pick the other one in a minute, just because I want to see. Return to Skanda, no. Join Soren, no. Work as a proxy with Ray until I'm a licensed counselor. I like that one a lot, and I want to see what that is after I see what this is. Forge an independent path and pursue art. Let's do that. Leave everything behind sounded like a good one too, to be honest. But I'm already in one path, man. After all, she was right. I could be a consultant or even start my own little company. It would give me time and space to try making whatever I wanted to make, pursue whatever interest I had. Maybe I'd eventually get that music lesson. I thought there was only 6. Oh, this is based off of what the 6 that you already did. Okay.
This'll work.
Wait, we're going back in time?
Are you sure?
I promise.
Please be safe, Damien.
Oh no, what happened?
Of course I'll be safe.
Oh no, what happened?
Would anyone like to have more wine?
I think I'm good for right now.
See? See? There it goes.
Huh? Oh! Are we back in time? Are we dreaming? The flames shudder and wobble as they begin to spread to the logs, which crackle and hiss at the heat. Nora's boyfriend is Damien. But Damien's dead. So that's why I was like, is this back in time or a dream? After a while, the wildly leaping flames begin to steady themselves, and we begin to settle around the pit.
Fire.
I like fire too.
Agent of destruction and creation.
Not really for that purpose, but sure.
Something nice about a campfire deep in the woods, isn't there?
Warmth. And light.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming out here with me. I know camping isn't really your thing. Well, I mean, not Evelyn's thing, but I don't know about you, Nora.
Maybe a couple times, when I was a kid.
I thought maybe since we're in pretty deep on all the things we're working on right now, we could all use it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to, you know, when things got really bad, I'd come out into the woods and just be there.
That's kind of a good idea.
It helped me, so I thought, well, maybe it would help you too. I don't know if it'll inspire you or what, but if more people could experience something like this, you know, something with the same meaning it holds for me.
It is nice.
Concerts. Instead of the silence of out here, the concerts and the bright, lots of people and the music and the lights and that's what that does for me. I guess that's what I'm feeling in their calmness here.
Honestly, I've been doing all right.
The craziness there is calm for me, if that makes sense.
Finals are soon, but I'm not too worried.
Well, Evelyn's got her dissertation to finish up.
Okay, so this was before the company. They were all friends?
Oh, how's that going, Evelyn?
Oh, Nora. Nah, I know. You know you're not supposed to ask how the dissertation is going.
It's gotta be a dream, because she asked Evelyn something and she didn't answer.
Is that a rule?
Pour me that drink anytime.
Oh, never mind. Okay, she's talking.
I see.
Yes, let's have a drink. I'm still kind of freezing, even with this fire going.
Yo, I'm still also cold. I feel you. Nora reaches for her backpack and pulls out a thermos. She hands out plastic cups and pours them into a warm what? And pours into them a warm, dark liquid.
Okay, this is delicious. You know, I've never actually had mulled wine like this before.
No? In my family, we always had it around this time of year.
Right? I mean, I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm cold, but I don't feel like getting up and putting pants on. So, this is how we are.
You take red wine and add, what? The cinnamon, orange?
Yeah, those. And cloves. And, anise. Star anise. And honey.
Ha! I should try that.
That's it. Quite simple.
It's really warming me up.
That's what it's for. Ugh, so good.
I'm kind of like particular about wine, but if I found a good one, this would be kind of nice.
Evelyn, you doze off or something?
She's over here like, no, I'm just so fucking cold, I can't speak.
No, I'm awake. I was just looking at the fire.
I was too.
Kind of staring at it, I guess.
Don't burn your eyes.
What do you see?
Ooh.
Everyone. People. Us.
I don't know what that means.
I think if we were going to make something to help people, it would be something that helped them see themselves.
Aha! It is back in time. This is them discovering the, like, making the project. So he was all like, will this inspire you? But it is inspiring her, because she's right now seeing the fire as a mirror.
Something that reflected back on them somehow. Just a thought. It's probably nothing.
No, I like that though. Yeah, something to help you reflect.
What's a guy doing camping with two ladies? Nah, I don't think so.
I think that's the right track. I'm really looking forward to working on these ideas with you two. And just as soon as all this nonsense with school is over.
Wow, okay, yeah, this is like way back. Everyone regards the fire in silence for a while, sipping Nora's mulled wine.
There's so many bad things happening in the world right now. But I don't know, somehow, for some reason, I feel like the future is going to be okay. I don't know why, I have this feeling that we're the ones. We're the ones who are going to fix it.
Damn. Sorta. Sorta not.
Not we, like, you know, you or me, but I mean, like, our generation.
Oh, I see.
Perhaps.
The origin story, yep. I think we will, maybe we will, I have my doubts. I'll say maybe.
Maybe we will.
Well, the important thing is to try.
Which you will, for sure.
I feel like that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to try.
Sometimes you get tired of trying. Well, at least I do.
I wonder what things will be like 10 or 20 years from now. You know, will we have achieved our goals? What would we say to each other?
I don't know, I'm pretending I don't know that you died.
What would we say to our younger selves? The future we want, the future we're trying to create, did it even happen?
Damien looks up at the sky.
Future selves, tell us if it happened, okay? Come back in time, just tell us that you made it happen, please.
Yo, that's like some, like... okay.
Damien.
I won't even say, because I don't want to be spoiled. But I had a thought there.
It's the wine.
It's more than just the wine.
I'm just interested in the future, that's all.
Was she calling him crazy?
My future, your future, humanity's future. Of course, right now, the only future I can picture is the headache I'm gonna have tomorrow morning, but...
Drink some water, then.
No reason to worry.
Did I miss the big twist? Well, this is the ending, but now we are right now back in time, learning about how, like, the origins of Eliza, actually.
You know what, you're right. I'll have some more.
Of course.
I think I'm passing out.
Conk.
Well, it is pretty late.
Good night, Evelyn.
Peace, peace.
Alright, good night, Evelyn. Hey, I know you've been working hard, so have a good rest, okay?
That's nice. Thank you.
You deserve it.
That's cute.
Okay, we're going to start with the basic waveforms.
So it looks like we were just like, I don't know if we were dreaming or we were just like, going back in time. So sorry, Nora, I should look at my phone for like 2 seconds. Huh? Thank you for submitting a talk proposal for the One Mind 3.0 conference. Have I? No, I haven't. After a thorough review process conducted by your peers on the advisory board, I'm sorry to inform you that your submission of Eliza's reappraised concerns and dangers inherent to computer-assisted therapy was not selected for part of the program. Due to the high volume of submissions received, we cannot comment on why individual submissions were declined, but I can tell you why. Come on. However, common reasons include overly specific subject matter that may not be applicable to the most attendees, a lack of practical real-world relevance, and actionable takeaways, multiple submissions that cover the same topic, and poor evaluation from previous speaking engagements. Finally, your talk falls into the specific subcategory of the mental health care software and services market, such as programs targeted towards substance abuse or PTSD. You may want to submit it to One Mind Summit, which take place later. These focus on the sub-events. I see. So this is them trying to, like, this is what they were saying about, like, maybe trying to say that, like, Eliza's not good. But not that it's not good. I don't know. I don't think it's not good. I just think it's like, yeah, maybe it's not 100% yet. Okay. Turning traitor. Oh god. You think you're so smart, but you're not. Women like you have nothing better to do than criticize because you can't create on your own. Oof. Enjoy your life being a shrill harpy nobody wants to listen to. Wow. Whoever wrote this is mad, huh? Okay. Do you think Sonic would make a good VTuber? Fucking hell yeah. His voice might get annoying to listen to after a while, though. But fuck yeah, he would. That was an interesting email I got. Continuing.
An analog oscillator can generate several different basic waveforms, and each has a different sound to it.
You're not going to tell her about the email you received? Okay. Nora plugs one of those cables. Oh! Plugs one of those cables into an open slot on the front panel of the modulator.
That's a sine wave.
It is, and I was very surprised that it came out of nowhere. Ah. Nora reaches for a large dial and clicks over to the next setting.
That's a square wave.
Well. She does it again.
That's a sawtooth wave.
Clicks the dial one more time.
And that is a triangle wave. Kind of similar to sine, isn't it?
Sharper.
That's it. Those are the basic types.
And, you make everything out of those?
Yeah, sorta.
Well, it gets more complicated quickly, but let's start with that. Okay, now that you have an...
I like that she's like the analog type instead of like, yeah.
Pitch.
Okay.
That's easy, right? It's the frequency of the wave.
Nora tweaks it on a different dial and makes the frequency of the wave move up and down. You see why, by the way, like, I actually have been trying to teach myself some of this, totally unrelated to this game, like however many months ago when I bought myself like a kind of a few different MIDIs and mods. Do you see how entertaining this is for me? I'm laughing at just
and then you have the amplitude of the wave.
The loudness and yes. The attack almost. Demonstrates another dial. There really are a lot of dials on this thing.
To shape the sound to make it more like a note and less like a constant tone, we can put an envelope on it. Let me hook that up really quick.
Yeah! I'm not good with the envelope shit.
This module here is a standard ADSR envelope.
ADSR? You're going too fast.
Attack, decay,
yeah, that's what I was just talking about with the
simple.
attack thing.
The simplest kind of envelope, really.
I'm picturing this all looking at so many different VSTs that I'm getting some of this here, but it's just kind of fun actually.
Write all this down or something.
I'm relearning.
No, you'll learn it in no time.
Nora, you just went through like 10 different concepts and I didn't get any of them.
Here, let me just put an envelope on this. And the filter, and a filter envelope.
No, you're going too quick now. You gotta do one at a time, man. She's confused.
Nora.
Listen to this.
Yo. Nora presses a button on a different panel. Oh.
See? It sounds like a musical instrument now. And all it is an oscillator shaped by envelopes and filters and driven by a loop sequencer.
Indeed. And you just have to then put them all together. It's harder than she's making it seem. Or maybe she's making it seem easy. I don't know.
Okay, but I don't know how you turn those beeps into that.
You just need to start playing with it.
That's actually the best advice.
But I don't know anything yet.
You don't have to. Just fuck around with shit.
Yes, you do. You know the basics. Just start playing around.
You don't have to know anything, honestly. Like it's mostly fucking around. Like I know there's a lot of like different musicians and stuff that like have their certain ways of doing things, and they've got their own process and everything, and would make fun of like this, but most of it, and everyone has to start somewhere, is just fucking around.
Come on, Evelyn. Try to experiment, okay? Pretend you're like a child and just do things.
Yeah.
Don't worry about expertise or sounding good or whatever. It's supposed to be fun.
True.
So have fun!
Okay. We spent the rest of the night playing around and making weird noises with Nora's electronic music equipment. I didn't realize it then, but it was the beginning of a new direction of my life. Wow. The crowd at Jouissance is really responsive tonight. Something's in the air and everyone's feeling it. It might be the sense that spring has finally approached after a long winter. Nora's been playing a bunch of her music tonight, but midway through she transitions to a different kind of track. Something a little more subdued, but hopefully still fun. This is a little track I made. Only the two of us know. I'm still working up the confidence to put my name to what I do, and I'm not sure I'll be able... What? I'm not sure I'll ever be the kind of person who gets up on stage. But this is still an important step for me. It's the first piece of music I made, and being shared with the public. Nora never stopped encouraging me to mess around with all the equipment she owns, and I ended up enjoying myself quite a bit. I still don't know what I'm going to do to support myself in the long run, but I get by now, just with contract work here and there. I also published an article describing how I became more skeptical of the computer-assisted therapy approach. After that, Soren and Rainer stopped trying to get me to join their companies. I don't need them. I want to reach people who understand where I'm coming from, who want to hear what I have to say. Nora looks over to me and catches my eye, and she's grinning. Uh-oh. That grin means she's up to something.
Isn't this a beautiful track, everyone?
Oh no, don't call me up there.
It's the very first track ever by this girl right here.
Oh no, here I come. Nora points towards me and the crowd breaks into a cheer.
Everyone, let her know we want to hear more of her music, okay?
Okay, that's cute.
Woo! You hear that?
Your birthday is July 14th. Oh, very nice. Coming up.
Yeah, what do you say, Evelyn?
The blood rushes to my face. People are smiling and applauding. They like what I made? They want me to make more? Nora continues her set, and the music washes over me. You little mischievous creature. I don't know how it happened, but I'm tearing up right now. I have to use my sleeve to wipe my face. People are indistinct. Everything starts to blur together. I feel so warm. Oh, that's so cute! Aw.
I don't understand any of this, but I'm in love with it. Tonight, I'm in love with everyone, everything, even myself.
Yeah, I don't really create music, but and I don't DJ or get up or get up on stage or anything, but I feel that in the crowd, man. So I feel you.
I've never felt like this before, and I have no idea what I did to deserve it.
I love it.
But for the moment, I'm filled only with gratitude. Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you for everything that led me to this place right here, this moment. Thank you.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, that might have been completely the opposite of what everyone would expect from a game that was basically about mental health and a program. That she kind of would step away and just focus on just doing whatever the fuck she wanted instead. I think that's what it kind of seemed like So to me, that's what it seemed like she wanted. It seemed like she wanted to go back in there. Oh, hold on, this music is loud as fuck. Ciao! It seemed like she wanted to go in there and learn a little bit about what's going on, almost to get closure from it. Just do nothing ending. To me, the reason she came back, the reason she came back and like worked as a proxy and everything, there were two parts of it for me. It seemed like one part of her really wanted to help people, to figure out the best way to do that. But then she kind of realized that there's not one way to do that, and everyone has different like ideals and different ways to go about things, and maybe she like couldn't actually solve the world's problems. To me, it seemed like she, at least this ending as well, it seemed like she wanted to get a closure to Damien dying, and closure to like everything that happened like at Skanda and everything. So it seemed like she kind of wanted to get back there, realize that she wasn't going to have any real effect, and it didn't matter, to step away and to focus on herself instead of everyone else, and focus on whatever she wanted to do and just having fun. And so that is why I picked that one. But in terms of the being helpful to people ending, I think that seems like we're gonna skip right to the decision, and I'm gonna pick Ray and see what I think the have Evelyn choose to be helpful to people ending would be, because I think both of them seem pretty compelling. I've never chosen this ending, but this is what I would choose secondary to what I feel like her ideals are and what I liked, or what I thought she should do. Okay. Vantage point, everything seems so small, sounds good. Wait. Ouch. I don't know why it took so long, but at least I have an answer now. It might not be the only answer, but it's good enough for the moment, and that's more than I had before. I'm sure now I'm going to say continue to work as a proxy with Ray until I'm a licensed counselor and see how that ending is. Because this is the second one I would choose. The experience of working in a counseling office changed me. I always wanted to help people. Now I realize that the best way is listening to people one-on-one, with care and with humanity. AKA deviating from the Eliza proxy and saying what I want instead. Let's go. Let's see what that is.
No, this will work.
Are you sure?
I promise.
Please be safe, Damien.
Okay, is this her still going?
I'll be safe.
Would anyone like to have more wine?
Okay, is this the same part?
I think I'm good for right now.
And we just have to get to like the actual ending?
See, there it goes.
Okay, you struck a fire. Okay, great. Okay. Why to skip this part? Okay, here we go. But I'm still an Eliza proxy, or am I not? What am I? Oh, wait, are we still deviating? Wait, what? I thought we were gonna, like, become a licensed counselor.
Hello, Darren.
Hi.
What's up?
It's nice to see you again.
Thanks. You guys sent a lot of reminders.
Sorry.
I was ignoring them for a long time, but yeah, I decided to come back.
Well, hi then.
Weirdly enough.
Okay, she's not deviating. What are you doing?
It's been a while since we last spoke. How have you been since our last session?
Ow! I was choked on water.
I mean, ups and downs, right? Everybody has ups and downs. You know, sometimes I feel like I'll be fine, and I'm just ridiculous for getting caught up in something like this, and then sometimes I am caught up in it. And it feels like getting pulled under the ocean, you know, getting sucked down inside this vortex, and you can't breathe or move or anything.
tossed around underwater. Nothing you could do. So I went to a psychiatrist and got the medication you recommended, but it was a couple of months before I actually took it. For some reason, I couldn't bring myself to. Not right away.
Why do you think you weren't able to?
Why do you think you weren't able to start right away?
Why can't I deviate? I mean, that's a fine response too. I was wondering.
Afraid. And afraid it would change me somehow? Or that I would be dependent on it, or that I was weak for needing it?
Understandable, but nah.
But eventually I just got tired of feeling like shit all the time. Just tired of it. And I figured I had nothing left to lose. I either try it or go on like before, right? So I did, and it was interesting.
How? What's interesting?
How was it interesting?
Well, it definitely didn't solve my problems, you know?
Yeah, that's not possible, I don't think.
I mean, it didn't fix me or fix the fact that the world is the way it is. It didn't turn me into someone else, even though I might have wished it could. It definitely didn't make me happy or fill the void or anything, but it did do something, I think.
Like?
I think it helped me realize that it's possible to feel different. I got a glimpse of something, of what life could be like. You know, a life where what I know is still true, but I'm just more okay with things. Yeah, I don't even know if that's better, really. Listening to myself now, it's a little weird to talk about being okay with all the problems going on in the world, but maybe there's a way to acknowledge the truth without it hurting so much.
Yeah, okay.
So am I just numbing myself? You know, I'm not sure.
I would say maybe, but no, the way you seem to be thinking about it's not quite numbing. I don't think.
I'm not 100% sure I want to continue with the medication, but... Well, anyways, I have plenty for now, so I think I'll just, you know, use it up and make a decision then.
I see. Let me know if you'd like to try something different.
Let me know if you'd like to try something different.
I can make more recommendations.
It's important to find the right balance that works for you.
Okay, sure, yeah. You know, at one point I read an article that said some people are just naturally happy and other people are naturally more sad. So I wondered if I just happened to be a sad person. And if that was the case, then maybe that's just me, you know, how I am naturally.
Yep, maybe.
But then I thought, no, something feels wrong about that. This isn't just a kind of, you know, melancholy. It's
He's really melancholy.
the way I've been, the way I've felt, it's too much. It's not a way to live.
All right, well, good for you then, man.
So I need to figure this out, whatever it is.
Do you feel you are on the path to figuring it out?
Maybe, maybe not. Listen, the real reason I'm here is to say thank you. Not to Eliza, but to you.
Oh, thank you?
I had a bad outburst last time, and I got emotional, and I just wanted you to know it wasn't your fault.
Oh, thanks. I didn't think it was.
You told me your name, and I won't forget that.
Oh, that was Eliza doing that too, actually. But thank you. I'm sorry.
Just a little moment of kindness and connection.
I could break the whole proxy response and say whatever I want. Hold on, ready?
No. Simplest thing, but it meant a lot to me for some reason.
Oh shit! Thanks. I mean, you're welcome.
I think about it a lot. I know you don't make much money, and thank you, Evelyn. Thank you for listening to me.
Damn, that's so cute. In the beginning of the game though, it really was the like Eliza's like response to like deviate itself almost to be like, you should calm down, and also my name is Evelyn. So it actually wasn't me doing that, but I wish it was.
You know, the more I the more I go through the world, those little moments.
It reminded me of a song.
Those little moments.
That reminded me of a really good song, actually. In the little moments or something like that.
Sorry, I'm just rambling.
Please, go ahead. Talk about whatever's on your mind.
I feel like almost the responses are a little bit even better. Like, I wonder, did they do something? Is the version different? I wasn't looking the whole game. If the version up at the top of Eliza is like updated or something.
No, that's it. That's it.
Thank you, Darren.
Thank you.
I'm glad your medication seems to be helping. Let me know anytime if you have updates you'd like to share.
Yeah, I will.
Cool.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner.
Wow! Sayonara.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right. 5 stars, but he tipped us 100. Holy shit! Greatly appreciated, it says. Jesus Christ. Thanks, my dude. And literally just before that, too, he was like, hey, you don't seem to make much.
Evelyn,
Thanks,
that
man.
guy. Wasn't he the client from a while back?
Yeah, hold on, I got a text. I just made $100 fucking bucks on there. Okay, hold on. Sorry, Ray, hold on. Fermina Widiat. What a name, bitch. Dear Evelyn, it was a pleasure to meet you and recently to discuss your interest in the Master of Science degree in mental health counseling. This song, though, bitch. Yeah, making big money. Like, what the hell? As I noted, this course of study is designed to prepare its students. Wait, I just realized I put the volume down later on, so now you can't hear the music as loudly. Oh, yes, perfect. Okay. Pursue licensure and employment as mental health counselor in various settings, including addiction treatment centers, community-based organizations, and private practice. We feature small class sizes and accessible and highly regarded facility and number of internship partners for the real-world experience. You mentioned your background in computer science might be seen as somewhat unusual for someone interested in becoming a licensed mental health counselor. Why wouldn't she say she worked at not just computer science, but like literally? Okay. In my experience, counselors come from all walks of life and situations. At Viridian, we are interested in developing highly skilled, rigorous, ethical, and profoundly reflective counselors from a wide variety of cultural and socioeconomic backgrounds who will work to benefit their wider communities. That's true. The more like diverse everyone is, the easier it is to like gain perspective of everyone. The song ended. I'm sad. To this end, your experience in the Technology Institute does not strike me as any more unusual than those students from outside of our program. On the contrary, your perspective as someone who has worked to address mental health from the angle of computer science would be a welcome addition to our program, and I encourage you to apply. That is very cool. Alright, continue, Ray. I'm sorry. I just wanted to see where I was headed, you know?
The one who scared you on your first day?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. He seemed a lot better this time around.
Yeah, he did.
He was taking his medication, making an effort.
That's what I love about this job, seeing people start to get better. Makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, maybe it does.
So, have you found a school yet?
Actually, yeah, I think so.
I've found at least one that seems promising. I need to get my materials together to apply.
That's awesome.
Wow!
I'm so happy for you, Evelyn.
Fuck yeah.
I'll miss you when you're gone, but I think you're making the right choice for yourself. It's funny how you came to counseling through trying to automate it at first.
Well, you know, we all have our ways of doing things.
What a good story. I can just see the article someone would write on you.
You want to write it?
It's a little early for that. I just hope I can do well.
Of course.
I'm sure you will, Evelyn. I know you will.
Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay.
There are so many things I learned just recently. I realized you don't need to play life like a game you're trying to win. I realized the contribution you make to the world isn't always about having the largest effect possible.
Yeah, Soren. Or Rainer.
You don't need piles of money or a case full of awards.
But if a case full of awards are instead of case full of figures, then I do.
Grandiose projects have unintended consequences.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes, the best you can hope to do is help people, one by one, in your own way.
I like that, though. I like this ending, too.
Sometimes just listening to someone is its own reward. Those are the components of a satisfactory life. It's a life I intend to build for myself. Starting today.
Fuck yeah! Nice! Nice! Okay, I like that we... and then the... loud ass music comes, but okay. Yeah, I like that too. That she, that was pretty much what I thought would happen there, almost, that it, like, you know, she would go and actually then be professional with it. Very interesting that she, like, continued to follow the proxy for a while, and then that Eliza actually did technically then help someone. Because this was the guy that came back, and he hadn't come back, like, in between, right? They just prescribed him something, and then he avoided coming back for a while, and then decided he wanted to get better on his own. I mean, I guess that's all fine and good as well. It just seemed like she wanted to make, I wasn't sure if she wanted to not necessarily go back through Eliza, like, at all. But go right to, like, taking classes. So it was interesting that it was, like, her still working as a proxy for, like, just long enough before moving on. So, I liked that, though. I liked how it did seem throughout the whole thing like she was kind of going back and forth between wanting to completely, like, figure out what was happening, wanting to know who was moving where, and seeing if her program helped. Then this was, like, her way to be like, I guess it does help certain people, it doesn't help other people. I want to do this on the more, like, person-to-person side and you know, work with that. Or, like, it's been 3 years and why am I back here? And let me run away. So both of those endings I actually I liked a lot, and I think that seemed like either paths that she could have taken, really. I haven't seen the other ones, and I don't necessarily plan to, as they aren't endings that I would have chosen for her. I don't think it seemed like, even without me choosing certain things, it did not seem like even she wanted to work with either Soren or Rainer, and I surely the fuck didn't. So, stepping out of Skanda, I think, was good either way. Whether that be moving towards helping people or moving towards just, you know, doing her own thing. So nice! Hey! Yeah. Although a shorter game, in terms of story time at least. Yeah, I played that one, what, like 2 years ago, I guess, at this point, and, I remember liking it, and yeah, I like it here. I like it a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I had something else to say, but I totally forgot what it was. But sometimes I like like a something like this that feels like more like a movie. Although yeah, it wasn't like groundbreaking in terms of like how many like choices you had, because for the most part when it said decision at the end there, that really was like the decision, like you could pick the ending. Like for the most part it was just like it made you feel like you had certain choices and that you were changing things, but realistically you weren't actually changing different paths of the story. It was just changing how she would respond, which would change how you perceived certain things. Which is fine too. But you know, that allowed you to get a little closer to like her as a character, like Evelyn as a character as well. Because if you didn't have any choice and it just kind of moved you along the story, then there wasn't really an option for different endings. Because she would just move in whatever path she wanted. So yeah, so I liked how they did that. I liked all the different voices they chose and stuff too. I mean, it wasn't like crazy, ridiculously good acting, but like, yeah, it got me to put myself in the moment here and there, so yeah. Nice stuff, and I always liked the concert scenes a lot, because even though the music they played in the background wasn't like crazy good or anything like that, it was how I feel at concerts and stuff, and it's been a while since I've been to one, so just picturing myself in one feels nice. Yeah. But anyway, so that's that. And that's Eliza. So yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow. Me and Scarlet will be playing Overwatch. Mostly because I was like, ayo, I'm getting on with Overwatch, and and you want to join. The other visual novel you played was better than this. Oh, Will, that was so good. No, Will, this game is like cute. It's nice. It's a start to finish, like I said, like a movie kinda. Will is like an experience. Like I don't know. I really like that one. Like I really like that one. I think about that. Like I think that's like one of the games I kind of think about often. Like it's like so yucky at certain points and so fantastically moving at other points. Like I really like that one. But yeah, cool. I'm out of here for tonight then, and I'll be back tomorrow. Probably about 1 p.m. my time. And yeah, cool. You'll get to see us making fun of each other. We might actually be going to buy manga beforehand, which will be kind of fun if that actually can happen. So yeah, I'm out of here. Peace. Thanks for the journey. I'm out of here. I miss Scarlet. A lot has happened since she left. I know. I do too. I know, I try to get her on here as much as possible, but with how much both of us work, that is very difficult. So when we do have a day off, I'm like, yo, let's go. So I'm glad that was a yes. I'm glad she can. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'll bring my fox friend. Woohoo! Peace. Until tomorrow. Good night. Ugh. I didn't think it would be 4 hours. I was thinking like, well, you know, some of it was my own fuck up and picking the wrong button, but whatever. Thought it'd be more like 2.